Hello? Hello? Testing audio. Hello? Testing audio. Testing audio. Hello? Okay, cool. Excellent. Well, time to get started. Oh boy. Time for the fun to begin. Hooray, more Dark Souls, actually. I'm actually looking forward to playing Dark Souls right now, so. There you go. I actually can't wait to play some freaking Dark Souls. Some heckin' Dark Souls. Some heckin' Dark Souls. This will be good. Okay, oh yeah, I was thinking about the armor too. I think we're gonna go Easterner set, maybe? Oh, shoot. We need the large ember though, the very large ember. I'd give me left arm for a gem like that. Oh, large. I'd give me left arm for a gem like that. Let me tell you. Oh, shoot. Ah, frickin'. Ah. Dang true combo. Shoot. It's because of the walls and stuff. Okay, I gotta try that again. Gotta just do it all over again. Why am I here? Gotta go to Firelink Shrine. What am I doing? And then also, I think I need to farm a Baldur's Side sword. We gotta look at that too. Unfortunately. As unfortunate as it is to say, we gotta look at a Baldur's Side sword too. So, I think Falchion's fine. We still need Painted Guardian sword too. So we'll try that out probably in just a couple minutes. And then we need to get Great Scythe to plus 10. And then, yeah, we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. And then, yeah, so Baldur's Side Sword I think is also on the table of, like, things we need to look at. The thing is, the heavy attack is really good, or the L2. So, like, I don't think the Falchion L2 is, or R2 is especially good. It is decent. But the main issue with it is that it's like, okay, like, I could just R1. And it's, like, the same. Like, it feels like the Falchion R2 doesn't really do anything in addition to the Falchion R1. Versus, like, the Great Scythe R2, which is, like, really specifically good. And some of these other R2s. So we need to look at some of these R2s. And kind of decide, well, you know, are these worth using over Falchion? Because I'm getting a little bit of low damage out of the Falchions for some of these bosses. Not all of them. For some of them, though, it feels like the Falchion's struggling. Like, it's like, yeah, I still kill Sif really fast, right? I still kill Sif, like, really, really, really fast. But for some of these other bosses, it doesn't feel as impressive. So I'm not sure where I'm going to put my crystal infusions in the long run. And I kind of need to decide because... Well, I'll probably decide next cycle, because this is only +1. So we got plenty of time to decide where crystal infusions need to be going. Oh, why does it start at the bottom? Go figure. Uh-oh. I really woke up the hive there. Uh-oh. Fudge. Stop! Oh my gosh, stop! Ugh. So I shouldn't have done that. Well, this is a learning experience, you know? Gotta, you know, you gotta learn sometimes. Gotta learn sometimes. See, it's not so much about what is possible. Hey dude, what's up? It's not about what is possible. It's about how it's possible, or something like that. See, once again, my execution was just off there. If only I had executed that differently, we would be in a more appropriate situation. Oh, we're on +1. There's still some other, there's still some work, so there's still a little bit of Well, basically the idea being here is we're going to test a bunch of different weapons. So, well, right now we're looking at killing 4 kings, but we're gonna grab Very Large Ember, and then we're going to test like a bunch of weapons. We're going to test Great Scythe, we're going to test Falchion, we're going to test Painted Guardian Sword, and we're going to test... we're going to test Boulder Side Sword, if possible. If I can get one to drop. They're kind of rare. They're, like, pretty rare, actually. So let me triple check that, right? So yeah, Painted Guardian Sword, we're going to test that. We're going to test Great Scythe. And we're going to test Boulder Side Sword. And that's kind of where I've narrowed it down. Those are really the ones that are like, okay, like these are kind of interesting and maybe they could work. They could do something. And that's sort of what I'm narrowing it down to right now. And then from there... Well, it has a good thrust attack on the R2. But I'm not convinced it's going to be that... Well, there's a couple problems with Boulder Side Sword, actually. There's a couple problems with Boulder Side Sword specifically, and that is that I want a Crystal Infuse. So if you're not R2ing, Boulder Side Sword does nothing better than the Falchion. If you're R1ing, if you're just R1ing, Boulder Side Sword actually does less damage than the Falchion. If you're R2ing, Boulder Side Sword could be a game changer. But the problem is with Boulder Side Sword is we can only get it to plus 15. We can't Crystal Infuse it. And so what we can do is we can Crystal Infuse... Great Scythe. Or we could Crystal Infuse Painted Guardian Sword. You see where I'm coming from? So the thing is, we can get a couple extra damage. We can eke out a little bit of extra damage out of Crystal Infusion. I want a setup for this that is less, like, intensive, but it's not working. I want a setup for this area that sucks less, but it's just not happening. Come on. Freaking ghosts. Gotta call the Ghostbusters. Gotta call Bill Murray. God! Ah! No, what I need to do is I need to dodge into him. Dodge into that one ghost. Oh, can I really? Is there a way? See, I'm always learning new things with this game. There's no way that... The thing is, there's no way that R1 is better, because the literal damage on it is just worse than Falchion. So if R2 is less DPS than R1, then, like, I thought the only reason anyone ever used Boulder Side Sword is because it had a broken R2. The R2 on the Boulder Side Sword is really good. But if you just run the numbers, the R1 is less good than frickin' Falchion. Oh, shoot. It's literally less good than Falchion. The difference is slash damage versus regular. Or standard or whatever. But, like, I don't think that's a big enough difference in most cases. And the swing speed of the Boulder Side Sword is, like, no faster. At least as near as I can tell. It's like about 6s, I think. I mean, we'll look at it, right? We'll look at it. But I don't believe... After the first 2 ghosts, don't go up the stairs. There's a pot behind the stairs with curses. Oh, are you talking about right here? Oh, wait, no. After the first 2 ghosts. After the first 2 ghosts. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Or after the first ghost... After the first 2 ghosts, don't go up the stairs. There's a pot behind the... Pull up. Is it right here? Cool. Okay, see, I didn't even know about this transient. Is it right here? Do I drop down here? Let's just try it. Boom. Okay, never mind. Swag. What's up, dude? How you doing? Hell yeah. Thanks for the tip. Oh, shoot. Well, okay, it's not... I did no good with it. I did no good with it whatsoever. Gotta try that again. No, you know what? No, you know what? We're not trying that again. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's time to bust out the big boy toy. It's time to bust out the real weapon. The weapon for kings. The weapon of kings here. It's time to bust out the real weapon. The real weapon that we're gonna use. No, I'm doing fine. It's been a pretty okay day. It's been a little bit slow. I've been studying Japanese today. So right before stream I was studying Japanese. Yeah, I need to just do that. Well, the problem is they have the strong and the slow. So you got to get used to the fact that if you parry, yeah. If you parry the slow, or if you try to parry the fast and they do the slow, you're like cooked. Like that's the issue with parrying them. It's not that it's bad. It's just I'm like afraid to do it because if I try to parry the wrong attack, either the slow or the fast, it's like really stupid, or it's like really bad. But no, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this. The thing is, this is one of those things where I'm used to the speedrun strats. No, this is +1 still. There's a couple loose ends we need to tie up. Just for like posterity's sake, and I probably could have done it in New Game Plus or New Game, but the issue was is you get enough free chunks every New Game cycle that it's probably not really worth it. That's the thing. Is it like it's well ordinarily I just skip all this, right? You know, the stability damage. Yeah, bro. Oh yeah. Oh, great scythe. Oh, Priscilla Scythe, you did it again. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, boo, that's not what I wanted. Okay. We come over here. Grab this chunk. We'll kill the slug monster too. Yeah, I know. See, this is what I'm talking about. Hey, dude, what's up? Or, hey, hello, how you doing? How you doing, my friend? Oh shoot! The thing is, whoa. Yeah, this is why I don't think Boulder Side Sword or Falchion is good. It comes down to these. It comes down to size, and the running attack is just insane. So I'm pretty sure this is our Huckleberry going forward. We're gonna use this. We're gonna use Great Scythe specifically. No, this is Priscilla's. The Catacomb Scythe I ascended into Priscilla's, which was a huge mistake. I should not have done that. So I have a Great Scythe +9 right now, because you only get one. You only get one per New Game cycle. There's literally only one per New Game cycle. So if you ascend one of them, you don't get another one. But probably those are going to be our crystal weapons going forward. That's good to hear. Oh. I myself am doing good. Like I was saying, I've been playing Fire Emblem. Does anyone know Fire Emblem 7? Is anyone familiar with Fire Emblem 7? So I've been playing that in Japanese, and it's been fun. If only we had bonfire aesthetics. Exactly. If only we had bonfire aesthetics. Oh. You darn tootin'. Oh. But at least we have this. You only play Souls in Minecraft? Dude, valid. Based and valid. Or whatever the kids are saying these days. Like, actually. I play lots of different games myself. Hello, how are you? Oh. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Just barely out of range there, huh? Ah, so close. Yeah, so this is the thing probably. But I still need to grade it since +15 here. Yeah, you know, obviously it's a game I had when I was a kid. It's really fun though. Well, it's really tough to do in Japanese because it's not as kid friendly as like other games. So if you're playing like Pokemon or something, it's more kid friendly in Japanese. But if you're playing Fire Emblem, it's actually very tough. And why? Freaking ghosts, man! It's actually really tough in Japanese. They use a lot of like vocabulary that kids wouldn't know, and there's like tons of kanji and stuff. It's actually really tough, and I'm not sure why. So it's like a really slow, laborious process to play the game. because I have to sit there and constantly, like, look up kanji. Oh, no. Well, maybe. We'll try. This is I want to experiment on them with a bunch of different things, actually. Is the plan. If possible. Well, no, there is an official English version. I'm doing it so I can learn Japanese. Like, I could play in English just fine. That's totally an option as well. And I have an English ROM of it. I have an English ROM, the Vacuous Spider, of it. But, I want to learn Japanese. But it's way tough. It's like, I've played some Pokemon games for, like, the GameCube and stuff. So if you really want to learn Japanese, you should play, like, a GameCube game. What isn't viable? I think Scythe is viable. I think Scythe is hard viable. I actually think I think Great Scythe is like hard viable because it does more damage than Uchigatana. Yes, of course. Oh, uh-oh. Freaking slime. Yeah, but so for that I might want to do Falchion. We'll see. I think for DLC bosses, Great Scythe will be better. I think, yeah. Oh, this is still number, this is still number 1. We're still testing stuff. Oh, okay, so maybe Great Scythe is actually really good. Wow, that's really cool to hear, actually. Yeah, I'm not that good at it. I studied it in college too, but I was never that crazy about it. That was the thing. It's only nowadays where I'm interested in it more. I think it's always going to be a hobby to me. But it is cool to be able to read something in Japanese and understand it, because that's not everyone could do that, obviously. So it is fun. It's a fun hobby, and I think it'll always be a hobby to me. Oh. Well, the thing that I want to get into is game design. I actually want to get into game design. Oh. That's like the area that I want to get into. So I'm playing Fire Emblem right now, so I can, I'm actually playing Fire Emblem right now because I'm going to make a Fire Emblem mod to start. And it's going to be a turn-based game, so that might, like, that just makes it easier for me, at least in the short term, to cut my teeth. Yeah, it's tough. It's a lot of work to do, for sure. But that's why to me it's just a hobby. I'm never gonna like have to rely on it for anything. It's always just gonna be a fun thing I get to do on the side, you know. And that's my attitude on it. But like I don't think I'm ever gonna use it as like a side hustle. I'm never gonna translate anything into Japanese. I'm sure there's some good stuff you can do with it. Like I'm sure that people want like random comics and stuff translated, and that can maybe make you some money. But that's not for me. I think I want to get into game design, like I was saying. I think that's kind of where I actually want to go with so I'm playing Fire Emblem right now so I can make a Fire Emblem mod. And that's going to be the basis of a game that I make, probably. But I'm still going over, like, how I want to do it. Because there's you know, people have been making Fire Emblem mods for a long time, and so I got to come up with something new. Well, it's going to start with game design because I'm going to make a Fire Emblem mod. And then I'm going to work my way up into programming the game. I'm going to use like a game maker or something engine to program the game at some point. But I'm going to start with the mod just because that's going to be a lot easier. And I'll be able to get my ideas out there and people can like try them out. Stuff like that. So I'll probably, at some point I'll probably finish it, hopefully within the next year or two. And then I'll have a link on my YouTube channel that'll be like, try my game out, or something like that. Yeah, well, my particular case, it's going to be a single-player game. It's going to be real simple. It's going to be real sweet and simple. Fire Emblem mod, and then I can work my way up into actually programming it. And then maybe I'll get my brother to help me with that. He knows some programming. Well, it's going to be, that's the thing is, it's going to be 2D graphics. Because it's a 2D graphics game. So I'm going to have, like, sprites. I'm going to have, like, little pixel characters. And stuff like that. Is how I'm going to do it. Yeah, so you see how I'm gonna... No, my brother does, though. So hopefully he can help me with that. Not to, like, over-rely... Well, for the first phase, it's only a mod. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, that's fine. We got the very large amber. We have everything we need. If I could get retrieval here. Yes. Yes. So I'm cutting every corner to start. I'm doing 2D graphics. It's a turn-based game, so I don't have to worry about physics or anything like that, or like Unity or whatever, or you know, any of these dumb things like that. So it's a mod with so FE Builder is like a really well-known program. So people really know how Fire Emblem works, and so the FE modding community is really strong. So I have really good community support in that sense. I have really good. It's 2D graphics. It's 2D graphics. It's turn-based, so I don't have to worry about physics, and I can work with a mod software, like I said, and so basically all my bases are covered. And then when I want to upgrade it to being like a full release that's like actually programmed with an engine, I can do that later. I can either work on that, or I can have my brother help me, or whatever. Yeah, see, 3D seems like it would be a lot harder to work with. I understand that people don't like 3D animation. Well, the graphics does matter, because I'm not a very good artist. And then the music obviously going to be a problem. Yeah, well, that's why I'm doing a mod. That's why I'm doing a mod to start. You're absolutely correct. But that's why I'm doing a mod to start. That's why I'm doing like a mod software for an existing game. And then that way it'll be really easy for me to get my ideas across, and then I can sort of work on the programming later. And then I'll go, and then when I show my brother a finished product, I'll be like, oh, okay, sure. And he'll probably be able to help me. So I'll do like Game Maker or something. Go ahead, please. Tell me about your book, the book that I need to read. Oh, come on. Boom. Is there like a programming book or something that you recommend? I want retrieval here if I can get it. Oh. And then we'll bone out. We'll homeward out, and then... No, I want everything to be mine, if I can. I appreciate the offer, but my plan is to do everything. My plan is to be like the one-man show kind of thing. Except for programming, which I'll get my brother to help with. If possible. So that's the only help I'm gonna take is from my brother. Oh shoot. Why are there two of them now? Gosh darn it, game. Shoot. Fudge. Gentlemen, please. Not that I don't appreciate the offer. I absolutely appreciate... Oh, fudge. Okay, what? I still have to do retrieval. I still have to do retrieval there. Because I need those souls. I need those freaking souls. But we're almost there. We're almost there. Once we get this last trick set up, we're literally almost there. But the idea, yeah, so Fire Emblem FE Builder. Yeah, so you can design your own maps. Stream chat for beta testing. Well, that's what's going to happen is I'm going to have a link on my channel. It's going to be like download my Fire Emblem mod now, and people will see that and they can try it out if they want. But I still need to get some of the details worked out, and I haven't even really started. So it's probably going to take me a year or more to finish that. But that's an area I really want to get into because I love indie games. I'm like a big indie game guy, and I think that they have a lot of like power and opportunity. Stardew Valley kind of guy. Yeah, I was kind of thinking more of, I don't want to be that, I don't want to be Terraria big, and I don't want to be Stardew Valley big. I want to be more like Fear and Hunger kind of guy. That's what I want to do, is I want to be like a Fear and Hunger guy. I want to make like a game that's a little more simple in scope, but people still appreciate for what it is. So I'm thinking, yeah, so Fear and Hunger is kind of more my goal. I don't want to be the Binding of Isaac. I don't want to be like Nubby's Number Factory. I don't want to be, you know, like everyone like wants to be that. I want to be a little more subdued. I don't want to be Undertale. I'd rather be Fear and Hunger. I'm shooting a little bit lower in terms of my hopes and dreams. That's another thing is I don't have a background in music either. So I'm gonna have to write my own music, and that's gonna be really interesting. Shoot. Bruh. Okay. Oh, God, I still need retrieval. Oh my gosh, this is such a nightmare. Oh, did you? That's good to hear. Are you going quality? See, this is so embarrassing. This is like really bad actually. I should not be doing this at all. This is like really terrible. I should have like gotten this. I need to get out of this spot and like go homeward, and then we can get all their weapons up, and then this makes this a million times easier. But instead I'm sitting here dying to the same Dark Wraith, like over and over and over again. It's like really sad. Hold up, this is it though. Once I get this retrieval and kill this Dark Wraith, we're done. We can go and we're gonna upgrade all the stuff, and then we're finally gonna have a side by side. No, what kind of build are you looking at? What's your stats? Sorry, when I say quality, I mean I know I should really just do that. But I'm so used to doing this like great scythe shenanigans stuff that I'm struggling to adapt. Oh. Because I know I've parried it before too. We'll just give it a shot. I just need to kill this one Dark Wraith and then we're done. We're done with the area and then I can come back and kill what's his face? Yeah, okay, that is quality. That is a quality setup. Yeah, that's really funny. I mean, you're gonna need that. You're gonna need those kind of stats to deal damage with spears. But once you have that set up, like they're not bad. They're actually totally okay. I'd say in that game especially they're underrated. I'd say in most games they're bad, or in most games they're kind of bad, but in that game in particular they're underrated. DS1 build, or what do you mean DS1 build? Okay, we're finally there. Look at quality DS1 build, or okay, reinforced armor. Let's see. Yeah, well, yeah. In general, if you're dying fast, it's like bad. No, you see, he's talking about DS2 where it's fine. That's okay in DS2, depending on what you want to do. I wouldn't call 40 strength X like amazing for DS2, but that's perfectly good for DS2. Perfectly fine in DS2, I would say. Where am I going? No, because I think you get a lot of points in DS2, and you'll get like one shot, but it's like whatever. The thing is, yes, you're right that there's not that much of an overlap there, but he's doing like spears and stuff. Yeah, it's true. Well, he's doing like, or I mean, sorry, not he. What am I doing? Sorry, excuse me. Jeez, I keep making that mistake. They're doing spears. So there's like a lot of spears you can try out, and you're supposed to like outrange enemies and stuff like that too. So like, if you're trying to do a bunch of different spears and just mess with spears, that's okay. I don't think that's like optimal or anything like that, but by the same token, I think what they're doing is totally interesting if you want like an interesting character that's gonna like mess around with like pike and stuff, because you need like 26 strength to one-hand pike, and I do think you get some good strength scaling out of it, and then also you get like the dex scaling. No, I see. I absolutely, like, you're not wrong. Don't give me the wrong idea here. But if you're just goofing around, like their build is just goofing around with like spears and pikes and crap like that, and so you can just, and so you do kind of need a wonky stat distribution like that to mess with those items, and like get around and like do that kind of stuff. Because you need, like, to one hand you need at least 26. Although you could definitely stop at 26 too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're starting deprived and you're just goofing around with your stats, then that's like a totally viable build. You wouldn't want to go farther than that though. At least in the short term, I don't think. I don't think it makes sense for them to do like 60 strength, 60 dex. I think that makes no sense, to be fair. Although what you could do if you went 60 strength, 60 dex, what you could do is you could go black bow with like a really busted strength weapon. You could do like some really busted strength weapon, which there's really not that many, but like whatever, right? You could do like great club, and then like combine that with like a black bow of Ferris and just like cheese everything, and that would be really stupid. That'd be like really, really unbelievably stupid, but you could also do it. Okay, so Painting Guardian Sword. Yeah, you could do that too. That's another option. Problem is the damage on that will still not be that impressive.
Don't get yourself.
It'll be fine, but it won't be that impressive either anyway. We need large shards, I guess. So we need to go to Anne Rolando. Oh no, Chamber of the Princess. Well, the thing is, you get more poise damage. Well, honestly, Zweihander's. No, Zweihander's good. That's actually a good suggestion. The thing is, like, I think pancaking with a great club is still better. Because you have the better damage type or something. 60-60, though, is totally insane for that game. Honestly, 40-40 is not bad in DS3 either. You can totally do 40-40 in DS3 as well. 40-40 is totally good in DS3. I think only in DS1 is 40-40, like, kind of suspect. Oh, shoot. Oh, come on. Oh, my gosh. What is going on? Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, at some point you just go Great Club, and it's like, it doesn't really, you don't gain that much. And if you really want bow and arrow for DS1, you can do yourself a favor and go compound. Well, Shrine of Amana is actually a great example of where a bow would work. So you have, like, no HP, but you can also, or no, isn't there a strength scaling bow in DS1? Or no, DS2? Oh, do they not? Interesting. Okay. I need like 8 of these. Reinforced weapon. Great scythe. Shoot. So I need to ascend this. I need a bunch of chunks now. Well, bow only is actually kind of okay. Like, I hate to say it, but bow only is fine. In, like, all of these games, bow only is fine. The only one where it's really bad is Dark Souls 3. You can even do it in Demon Souls, too. It's totally fine in Demon Souls as well. Yeah, well, no, I think bow only is, like, way underrated in, like, every game. It's like, yeah, it's slow. But it's like, what is this a speed run? Did I not, you know... Did I forget? And this is, you know... But it's, like, totally fine. I've done bow only for this game, at least. I haven't done bow only for other games, but I've done bow only for this game. I think for DLC bosses, it's a lot rougher. Poison bow, huh? Oh, yeah, because you can do, like, poison arrows and stuff, yeah. Okay, purchase item. 3. Longbow. Modify equipment. Longbow plus 6. We'll modify that too while we're here. We'll do Great Scythe plus 11. Great Scythe plus 12. Longbow plus 7. Longbow plus 8. We need more on that one. Yeah, have fun at work. Thanks for showing up. It's been nice talking to you. Okay. There we go. And then we'll need, how much do we need? We need a couple more chunks, and we need at least 4 more shards. 4 more large shards. So I should have just spent all my souls on large shards there. I don't know why I didn't. There's such a waste of time to not just spend all my money on shards. Yeah, stamina's gonna get you there. I mean, if you're doing like no hit stuff, you definitely want more stamina. Where are we go? Daughter of Chaos, Chamber of Princess. So I need to buy more large shards because we're gonna need a bunch of large shards for Baldur's Side Sword 2. Stamina. You need that stamina. There's an upper limit to how much you can stamina you actually need for PvE. But you still don't want less than like 20, I think. Well, you like need it because it's like one extra roll, or if you can squeeze in one extra roll or attack, it can be really good. But the way the game is designed, there's a very hard limit on how much it affects PvE. Most of the time. So there's like certain enemies you can stun lock to death with stamina in some of the games, but most of the time bosses are specifically designed around you not being able to, you know, just sit there and stun lock them, right? So you can only get, you're guaranteed to only get a certain number of attacks before you have to dodge again. And usually your stamina regen is high enough that, especially with Chloranthy, that you don't necessarily need stamina, like in excess of a certain amount. Well, Stone Ring is a whole, or yeah, but most bosses you can't stagger with Stone Ring, I don't think. Some enemies, yeah. Mimic. Die into a Mimic. My goodness. Die into a dang old Mimic. What are we gonna do? Okay, and then I also need Eastern Set. There's like not that many in the game, I don't think. Blades +1. Yeah, you can definitely stagger a lot of enemies really hardcore with that. But there's like still some enemies that the game will just be like, no, you can't stagger lock. There will be enemies that the game will literally tell you, you're like, no stagger lock for you. But it's not that, I think it's less enemies than I think or something, I don't know. Okay, so we need the slab. We need a bunch more thingamajig. Okay, so we got that. We can get Baldur's Side Sword 2. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like you will encounter enemies that'll be like low poise. I don't care. Like you can do infinity poise damage and they won't do anything. And then there'll be some bosses where you can stagger them like one time and that's it. Yeah, that's interesting. That is actually really interesting. Of course, to be fair, you don't really need. Let's see here. We need the slab. How am I doing this? How am I doing this? What am I doing? I guess I could try to farm Baldur's Side Sword right now. But it's gonna stink bad. Like, this is an option. Oh, I need Eastern's armor, too. I mean, honestly, maybe I should do this later, because I don't need to do it right now. Like, there's a strong possibility I should do this. Well, I'm definitely gonna get the Calamite slab. But I don't need, I'm not gonna do Baldur's, I'm not gonna upgrade Baldur's Side Sword yet anyway, even if I get it right now. Even if I get it right now, I will not upgrade it yet. Because it isn't, because I just don't, I would need to go to Great Hollow to get another slab. Which I could do. Actually, maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll just go to Great Hollow really fast. Well. Problem is, this drop chance is not that good. The drop chance on these is just not that good. No matter what I do. Is there one more? There is one more, right? Or is that a rapier one? Because there's the rapier one on the stairs, and I don't want to fight my way through those. Or no, there's two rapier ones in the stairs, yeah. I already fought him, right? No, there he is, right there. Okay. Oh, okay, that's a good point. What am I saying? What am I doing? Farming Zero Humanity. Good point. I forget about that. I'm sorry. That's the thing I always forget about. And I have the humanity too. There's no reason I should have an issue with this. There's literally no reason I shouldn't be like that. There you go. Sorry. Cuz it's not in any other Souls game, so I'm not used to it. You'll have to forgive me for not remembering how this game even works. We'll give this a shot. And the problem is that no matter what I do, even if this thing is really great, it won't take I can't crystal it. So I can crystal probably every other weapon, including Painted Guardian Sword. Because Painted Guardian Sword is only like 5... It's really only like 10 minutes to farm. It's only like 10 minutes to farm. The Painted Guardian Sword. But it's like, we could be looking at like 30 minutes of farm here. If we're like really unlucky. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of this crap too. We're gonna get their really crappy armor as well. Which is another issue with doing this. Just all their really crappy armor. And there's only the 3 of them in the whole game. Ooh. Excuse me. Or I guess I could... Or no, isn't there one in... Wait a minute. Isn't there one in Sense Fortress? No, that's true. Yeah, isn't there one in Sense Fortress I can do? Or is that a rapier one? Do you think the one in Sense Fortress is faster? I mean, I'm not killing 3 at once. But it is... We can try it. We're actually... let's see. No, because I have to go all the way up there, though, to do it. It's probably not worth... There's 2 at the bottom of the top stairs. In Sense Fortress? Or do you mean here? Okay. Because I know I could do those 2. Because I could go to Anne Orlando and then... Yeah. I mean, surely those would be faster than this, right? What's up, dude? How you doing? Surely it's faster than this, though, right? Like, surely it's faster than this. This feels so slow. And there's only 3 of them here, right? So if I go... I mean, I could try it. Maybe I'll just try it. Because I'm pretty sure they're the right kind, too. Because this one's just like dead rubber. Like, this one just, like, does nothing. Yeah, he drops a rapier. Oh, awesome. A rapier. Awesome. Awesome. Thanks for dropping a rapier, pal. And then, I think honestly I might try that spot really fast. +1. We're still doing some, like, testing. Oh! Why would the chances be lower in Sens? Oh, okay. Yeah, but I could stand down some large Titanite too. Let's just try it. Let's just see if I like it more. Like, it's probably not the optimal way to do it. I mean, we'll look. We're gonna look. Not because I necessarily think it's better, but just because I want to see if because if I'm killing them really fast, it's worth it to me. If it's like a really, really fast kill cycle, it's worth it to me. Plus, I need some larges anyway. Like, I'm gonna have to confirm it. Okay. Is there a spreadsheet for this? So I'm more of a meathead kind of guy. I don't really do the spreadsheet stuff generally. So if there's a spreadsheet that somebody knows for this, I would love to be told what's going on. I mean, how many percentage points are we talking about here? Because if I'm going to kill them 100 times anyway, if I'm killing them faster 100 times, that might actually still be worth it. Like, people could be wrong. People could be slightly wrong based on it, because you need to factor in the time variable too. Because even if the drop chance is slightly lower, the time to kill could be such that it like works out, I guess. But I need to know where it is. I need to figure out where they are to make that a judgment. Oh, but I need... Okay, so I do need to go through the one area. So it's right here. So this is the bonfire that we start at. We rest up. We go this way. Pop out onto the stairs. And then I think we take a hard right. We go to the right here. Okay. Well, it's in an awkward spot. Oh, they don't even die in one hit. Look at that. That's bad. Okay. Is there a second one? There is! Huh. Grab flintstone. Grab the stone plate. Doesn't really matter, but let's try this again. That's the problem with me, is I'm always the guy who's like, let's do things different. Let's do things different. And then it's like probably not actually worth doing. I guess I could just parry them really fast. Because they also take 2 hits to kill too. They have like way more HP than the ones in Undead Parish. Okay. But I feel like this route is faster. Like, if very minimally. Fudge. Come on. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. I think this might be faster. I think this might be faster. Yeah, maybe jump. Yeah, hey, that's not a bad idea. Then I might be able to one-shot with jump attack. That's actually not a bad idea at all. I might just resort to parrying them or pulling at falchion, actually. Because I don't know if I can consistently pull off jump attack. We'll see. It's not like that hard, but... Oh, well, if you miss, it doesn't do anything. Oh, okay, about the same. About the same. Let's try falchion. We can try Divine Uchigatana, I guess, too. Because this should stagger pretty easily. Okay, that's... Okay. Okay. I buy it. I guess I can try Uchigatana. Let's try Uchigatana. Maybe that's the... Oh wait, wrong one. Where is it? Divine Uchigatana. And so I think for this cycle, I'll start by doing Scythe, Great Scythe. And then I'll do Painted Guardian Sword next cycle, or no, maybe I'll go to Great Hollow and I'll try both. Oh, it's Uchi. It's not Iaito. I don't think Iaito is better than Great Scythe in any way, is the issue with it. I think it's like much worse than Great Scythe. Like you're better off just with the doing that. You're just better off like that's pretty terrible. But the extra range is nice, I think. That's the thing, is I think the extra range is just slightly nicer than the Iaito. I think it's like a pixel of range. Maybe honestly, it may not even actually be longer range. That might just be like a hallucination. But yeah, I assume that they'll range is slightly longer on the Uchigatana. And I think that's one of the things that makes the Uchigatana actually kind of okay. It actually does do good damage too, actually. Is the thing about Uchigatana. It does in fact do good damage. Oh, there it is. Oh, I got it almost immediately. Okay, cool. There you go. I got it almost immediately. Well, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so we're gonna do a 14 off. We're gonna do a quick little 14 off. We're gonna test Painted Guardian Sword versus Great Scythe versus Baldur's Side Sword in a plus 14 off. So we're gonna test all these little weapons. We're gonna give them all their shot and their opportunity to prove themselves to me. Bald Sword. Yeah, I don't. Well, I'm probably not gonna have to. I'm not gonna farm another. I'm probably not going to farm another. So the issue, so it's Boulder Side Sword has a major disadvantage in that you're guaranteed a falchion, you're guaranteed a Great Scythe, and Painted Guardian Swords are also not that hard to farm either. So if I really wanted to, I could farm as many as those as I wanted and then crystal infuse them as they break, right? But I'm not going to do that with Boulder Side Sword. That's probably not worth doing for Boulder Side Sword. So I think Boulder Side Sword just kind of loses on by default. The bald sword, yeah, it's my weapon, the bald sword, because I'm bald. Let's take a look at its swing real quick here. Yeah, I don't. Okay. As far as I know, it's literally just worse than the. Well, it has good range. Like there are good things about this weapon. You think so? What makes you say that? Okay, Boulder Side Sword. And then we just need a couple more chunks for Great Scythe. Or wait, we need a bunch more. Modify. +6. Yes, it does. That's potentially what makes it really good, actually, is the poke. Because you can just sit there and go poke, and poke Calamite for a massive chunk of damage. Potentially. I kind of doubt it, though. I think it's mostly a PvP weapon. No way. Damn. So apparently I just discovered new tech, I guess. Yeah, it's like probably a very slight optimization. But I guess I just figured out new tech or something. Whatever. Okay, now we go. Oh, we need to farm we need to farm chunks. Buckler. We have to farm chunks. So we, so go Firelink Shrine. No way. No freaking way. Is that how much discovery I have? Does it tell me? Oh, yo, wow, okay, cool. Without even the hat I have. No way. Okay, so maybe Boulder Side Swords could be farmed, is what you're saying? Okay. I mean, that's, okay. Ooh, darn. If that's, I mean, because I think Painted Guardian Swords are good. Attend Humanity and Mimic Head, it's 410. Why have I not tried that? Why have I not tried that? Give me 1 second. That's actually another good point. Okay, shoot. Gilgamesh right here has come up with another good point here. I gotta look at that too. Okay, Rickard's Rapier, what is it? Okay, Framp, 50 souls. If you press R2 heavy once, you'll do a standard double thrust, but if you press R2 heavy again right after the initial attack, you will do another 4 heavy, very fast thrusts. Easily parried. This is one of the more lethal, unique strong attacks in the game. Okay. So we gotta try that too. We gotta look at that too. And I haven't killed him this cycle. What? Oh, okay. So, okay, so we need to try Rickard's Rapier too, is what you guys are telling me. Okay, sure. Sure. I didn't even... I overlooked that weapon because it's really bad with that weapon buffs. It's like really, really stinky bad with that weapon buffs as far as I know. It only works with weapon buffs. So, but we... Okay, well, apparently we need to try it. I have a copy of it, and I could get another one too this cycle. But I think for most normal enemies, Great Scythe is still going to be the king. Great Scythe or Priscilla's Scythe is still going to be #1. Blade of the Dark Moon. Or I have Dark Moon Blade. Is there a weapon called Blade of the Dark Moon? Because I'm not going to farm it. I have Dark Moon Blade. I have the spell. I just haven't used it yet. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, Power Within I may not use because it's not essential. If you're talking about Darkmoon Blade, yes, I know, but I have Darkmoon Blade and everything. I just haven't cast it yet. Okay, good. Because I think for most enemies, lightning is just is about 6s. It's about the same. You're not actually getting that unless you have like crazy rank with the Covenant, and unless the enemy's like weak to magic and resistant to lightning, it doesn't do that much more. In my as far as I can tell. I could be maybe wrong about that, but that's my understanding. So like against Artorias, I'm going to use it. Boom. Okay, no chunk though, huh? No chunk, huh? Not gonna give me any chunks, huh? Yeah. So I think that's an exception that proves the rule. I think like maybe Nito is resistant to lightning, as near as I can tell. And I think obviously Artorias is also resistant to lightning too. But I think most bosses are basically weak to lightning. So I don't think there's a compelling reason to do Darkmoon Blade against most enemies. I think for Sanctuary Guardian it's good, and against Artorias. What's BOC? Oh, Beta Chaos? Well, Beta Chaos is... Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So it's coded to have resistances, but it has no... That doesn't ever matter. That's interesting. So you can look at the game files and be like, well, Beta Chaos is technically weak to magic, so I better use magic for Beta Chaos. Is that what you're saying? So I need a Darkmoon Blade for the slug or whatever? Is that what you're saying? You're saying I need to use Darkmoon Blade so I can kill the slug faster? Or I guess lightning. Yeah, or yes, he's weak. Yes, he's weaker. Or no, I think he's weaker to fire than he is to lightning. I think his lightning resistance is like weirdly high for some reason. Shoot. Oh, come on. His weakness to magic is like or his weakness to lightning is weirdly high. So I think fire and magic are like 6s if I remember correctly. He has like 600 magic defense for some reason. BOC Hell Scale. I love Mimic Chest. Mimic Chests are funny. There's something about them. They're actually a really cool enemy type. The problem, they're so gimmicky though. I think in other games they're more interesting. I think in this game they're only kind of funny because, well, I guess they can't beat you really. They can wreck you pretty hard if you're not prepped for it. Oop. There we go. If you're not prepped for it, they can actually wreck you pretty hard. Yeah. But he's resistant to lightning. He's a weird enemy. He's a weird enemy for sure. How many chunks do I have? I guess I can find out here. 2 chunks. Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, DS1 is freaking awesome. Okay. Ball the side sword plus 7. Yeah, well, yeah, I'm farming chunks so I can test these weapons. It's not ideal, but I need to get the Great Scythe to plus 14, and then I need to get the Boulder Side Sword to plus 14, and then I need to get where it's called. I need to get where is it? I need to get Rickard's Rapier up too. So I need to like do a bunch of weapons to test them all. To see which weapon is like the best. Right now I think Great Scythe is going to be a good general purpose. Wait, really? No, I looked on the wiki. I actually looked on the wiki for this. I straight up looked on the wiki for this. I looked on the stinking wiki for this. Oh, I just read it wrong. Okay, I'm sorry. What? Okay, I'm getting the Fextra Life, and it is I'm wrong. You're right, I'm wrong. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting Mandela affected right here. I'm getting just straight up Mandela affected. I'm Nelson Mandela in jail or whatever. I'm Berenstein Bears it right now or something. That's I'm sure what it is. I'm not wrong. It's the Mandela effect. I'm pretty sure is what's going on here. That's okay. That's weird. I don't. Whatever. He's weak. He's actually weaker to lightning than any other element. Okay, but by a relatively slim margin. I don't understand how I managed to get that wrong, and not just wrong, but like really wrong. Like I was really off about that. It's actually kind of sad. Oh, was Wiki? Okay, interesting. Well, the Fextra Life Wiki agrees with you anyway, so there's convergence there. I don't know how I managed to misread that. I thought it was like 490 magic, 490 magic. And they changed it. I don't. Okay. I mean, who knows? I don't know. I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's probably not going to make a big difference. I guess we could test it when we get to him. We could just full blown test it, right? We could just like actually factually test it, and then we'd see in practice whether or not it was, you know, I could just grab my Falchion or Great Scythe or whatever, and then just sit there and, you know, try Darkmoon Blade and Sunlight Blade and see which one does more damage, and we'd know really quick there. We'd find out really fast in that case. So I think maybe we should. I think maybe we need to test the experimental accuracy or whatever. Is what I'm saying. Maybe that's what's really going on here. Okay, Mr. Darkwraith, come here. Okay. Well, it's only slightly higher for Darkmoon Blade, though. To the point where if an enemy's weak to lightning, the damage increase from Darkmoon Blade would either do less damage or be negligible. Well, yeah, but the thing is, that's actually more important anyway because it's in practice. So, like, we don't know, we won't be able to know his exact resistances, but we'll know whether or not rank 1 Darkmoon Blade is better than Sunlight Blade. Like, we know we'd have even better information. Because we know which one is better in practice. Because it's only, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like technically we wouldn't know the specifics of his exact, whatever, but we would have better information anyway. We'd suddenly have, like, really good information as a result of doing things that way. So I do think that would be worth doing. And this character needs all the help it can get, because it's not that good, but that's okay. Oh. Technically, I am hungry. Well, that's interesting. That's ironic as a guy named Appetite Resolver. That is really ironic. That is, like, actually very ironic. Don't you think? Don't you think that's a little, yeah. So you're resolving appetites, but now you're hungry. Now you're hungry. I should cook. See, I can't wait to... I'm going to cook a mole tonight. You want to hear about what I'm going to cook for dinner tonight after the stream ends? I'm going to cook a delicious mole. It's going to be... I'm going to fry up some tofu, and then I'm going to toss it in a sauce with peanut butter, chili sauce, some smoky chili, or some smoked sauce or whatever. I have some, like, smoky, like, chili sauce that I'm going to add into there. Some cumin, a tomato, some onions and garlic, and some cacao powder to make it a real mole. And then I'm gonna toss in some stock substitute, some vegan stock substitute. No, ooh, oh, you want some junk calories? Is that what you're fixing for right now? Is some junk calories? That's not really my deal. I'm actually kind of all about the healthy food. It's kind of my whole thing. My gym body. Oh, my gym buddy. He's like yelling at you. He's like, no pizza. No pizza. I can't even eat pizza because I'm gluten intolerant. So that's just right out for me. Okay, come on. I need so much. Honestly, I should maybe just move on. Because I need a lot more chunks. Like, I need a lot more chunks. Yes, please. Inundate me with facts of the fun variety. Teach me all the fun facts. Oh. I don't know. Maybe? Or yeah, of course. The guy who does the videos where it's like, if you look at a bounds... Or no, he does no voiceover, right? He's one of the no voiceover guys, right? One of the dudes that does Souls of Orange videos, but no, it has no voiceover for them, I think. Because there's the one guy, because there's Zuli the Witch, and then there's Illusory Wall, and then there's some, or no, is the guy that does voiceover? So I can't remember, because I've watched a bunch of them. I think I know who you're talking about, though. I'm pretty sure it's the guy who does voiceover, right? It's the guy who's like, if we look closely at the map of the beta files for Dark Souls 2, we can see that originally these two areas were connected. The whole... Really? See, the YouTube algorithm's all jacked up. I should be seeing this video. I should have watched this video, but for some reason I haven't seen it. Because I love that guy's videos, yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. Cool. Because I know there's a couple of them that are like really, really quiet and don't like talk. So I didn't know if we were talking about the same guy. And they have like just music playing in the background, like some N64 music or something. That's interesting. See, I didn't even for some reason I haven't seen his newest video. I should probably watch that. I should go look at his channel right now. That's really cool. Oh, maybe I just like glazed over it in the recommended. But it feels like either I'm glazing over really good recommendations in the game, or I'm not being recommended the channels, certain channels and stuff. Or it's like the algorithm is like really harsh on channels, or if you don't watch one of their videos, they're not going to recommend you another one. And so they'll recommend videos they think you'll like over and over and over again, but they won't. But if you consistently don't watch a creator's videos, they're not going to recommend you more or something. Like the algorithm right now is like so weird. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's something totally different. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, if that's what it is, then that's what it is. Because I know that's happened to a couple other YouTubers I watch, or that I watch occasionally. So there's like a Fire Emblem YouTuber who took a hiatus, and then that affected his algorithm too, or whatever. And yeah. So it's kind of weird, dude. All these algorithm sites are like they're always like put more content in. Put more content. That's usually what they say. Yeah, well, there's another site I've been doing content for. There's another site I've been doing content for, and they literally emailed me at some point, and they're like, "Hey, put in more videos by this date, and we'll upgrade your monetization scale or something, or we'll like put you up on the monetization scale." And so this is a platform where people don't upload all the time. This is a platform where like there's so many channels that don't consistently upload and still have millions of views, and so it's like really weird. It's like really, really, really weird, this platform. Oh. So it's something I experienced. Yeah, well, like more content is like good for them or something. But it's weird to me because that doesn't seem what the content is about, you know? Like I'm like on this site and I'm like, it's like there's so many like multi-million view channels that have like no, or multi-million view creators that have no, honestly, maybe I should just move on. Maybe we can test some of these weapons the next cycle instead of sitting here trying to test them this cycle. Maybe I'll get like one up and then we'll just like go. Because I need 3 more chunks for this, for Great Scythe. So yeah, maybe I'll test Baldur's Sidesword next cycle. Or something. Or I'll test Painted Guardian Sword next cycle. I don't know. It kind of sits wrong with me. I kind of want to do the test now so I can get optimized for Crystal. So I can optimize my character with Crystal weapons the next cycle. So maybe we'll do a little bit more grinding. But yeah, it was so interesting to me. And so I need to like work on that some more, but It's like hard. Oh. But yeah, I mean, you know. So, I mean, for YouTube, I don't know. I think maybe it's like so weird, right? Because if you try to do what some of these creators do, if you try to upload like Asmongold or Vinny Vinesauce or Penguin Zero, it will not work. That's the crazy thing about YouTube. Is if you try to copy people at the top, it will not work. If you try to copy them, it literally will not work because that's not how niches work, right? So like how YouTube, I guess, works is that like everyone, creators have their own niche. They have an audience that like constitutes a niche, and usually that revolves around a certain game or something. And so like you need to make content that fulfills that niche. Oh god. Or whatever, right? And so, but if you try to, and so it's like crazy, right? It's like if you play an online game, it's like you're told to like copy the people at the top, right? But if you try to do that in YouTube, it doesn't work. You literally cannot like just be Penguin Zero and like get away with it. That's like never gonna happen. Like it just, you will not succeed doing that. Which is like so wacky to me. Not that I'm saying that's like a problem per se, but it is like, speaking of which, I have 410 without the symbol of avarice, by the way. So it hey, I have a question. So it shows my item discovery as being 410 even if I don't have the symbol of avarice on. Is that a problem? Do you know? Do you know if that's like an issue? Because if I take off the ring, let's see what happens if I take off the ring. Yeah, my item discovery goes to 210. Yeah, well no, if I put on gold, so currently without gold serpent ring, my item discovery is 210. If I put on gold serpent ring, my item discovery goes up to 410. Okay, if I then put on oh, okay. See, I didn't even, what? Are you kidding me? How did I not know that? Because in other games they do, right? Never mind. Okay. Is symbol better than gold covetous? No, they're the same. Okay, cool. Well, okay, so I just don't need to equip this thing then. Okay. Sure. Whatever. Oh, okay. That's okay, because that means I finally get to benefit from Dark Wood Grain Ring. Boom. You see, I didn't even know they didn't stack. I actually did not know they did not stack. So, thank you. This is the problem, is that, like, I've played this game so many times, but I don't know every little foible. You know? Like, there's no... I haven't looked into that at all. Oh. Fudge. Ah, goofed up the... Ugh. Goofed up the thing. The parry. See, that's what I was afraid of happening, is he did the slow attack. And then he locked me up into an immediate combo to death. We'll try this again. We'll try this again. I mean, hey, it's not like I dated any girls this year either. Don't feel too bad about it. It's not, I'm sitting here trying to make money. I'm just trying to do whatever I can. You know, I'm like so busy. I literally just don't even have time. And it's like my apartment isn't even clean and stuff, you know. Just like whatever. Not sure though. No, for me it's zero. For me, I dated absolutely zero girls. I dated no women. I've had zero girlfriends in the last year. I've had zero girlfriends in the last 10 years, actually. I've been way too busy. It's like really hardcore. See, that's the thing, is that I see there's one woman that I want to marry, and that's like it. But I haven't seen her in 10 years. It's been over 10 years since I've seen her. But so that's in the meantime, I'm not doing any dating. I'd rather do anything else. I'd rather sit here and play freaking Fire Emblem Japanese or something. Because I got my eyes on the prize. So I don't feel too bad about that. Because you can always you'll always have dated more girls than me. That's for sure. I gotta focus. I don't got time for such trifles. Oh, oh! Girls don't even holler at me. That's the crazy thing. But it's just the way it is. I am actually in retirement from big plays. Well, that's the thing is even in high school I didn't date. I had like one girlfriend when I was like 14 or something. It was like a huge waste. It was huge bad. It was really bad actually. Although she's and I haven't seen her in a long time. Sometimes I miss her, but you know, I actually don't think about her very often, which is kind of weird. See, that's how you know it was no good, is because I don't think about her at all. I don't ever think about her. I'm never like, oh man, good old Lizzie. It's like I think about her very rarely. It's like something I very rarely think about her, which is kind of weird. If you really, oh shoot, I did the mistake. Oh shoot, I pulled two of them. Oh shoot, I did that too. Oh, come on. Oh, there goes 10 humanity. There goes 10 freaking humanity. Whatever. Okay, you know what? We're gonna move along, I think. I think we're gonna move along. I think we're gonna kill the next boss. Or no. Wait a minute. Maybe we can do something crazy with this. Maybe we'll go to, like, Great Hollow or something. Maybe we'll go to Great Hollow. Maybe that's what we'll do. Let's actually look at something really fast here. What did you get? I don't know. See, I don't actually know anything about dating either. It's not how I've like structured my life. I know for a lot of people it's like a way of life, but not for me. And sometimes I think to myself that it's like, oh gosh, you know, I get worried about it, but it's just the way it is. Gotta focus. Gotta lock in, as the saying goes. Yes, her name is Caitlin. The woman I want to marry, her name is Caitlin. And I haven't seen her in, like I said, 10 years. It's been 10 years since I've seen her. She's a lawyer in New York, I think. Ooh, okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's fine. See, I need to do that too. Once the stream's over, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do my dishes. Okay, yeah, I gotcha. Sorry. No, I understand. Don't let me get in your way under any circumstances. But anyway, so here's what we'll do. First off, I'm gonna grab Eastern's. Yeah. Oh no. So yeah, Caitlin. So yeah, she's a very pretty, very beautiful woman from. She's from my hometown. I went to high school with her, which I didn't know her really back then, and then I met her at some point when I was friends with her brother. And but I haven't seen her, like I said, in 10 years. I used to not be a very. I used to have really lots of problems. I still pretty much do. But it's not like how it used to be. I was like a drug addict for many years and stuff, and so. But ever since I kind of figured my way out of that, it was like, okay, like I got to go for that one woman. And so I'm not really interested in dating. You know, it's kind of bad luck, I guess. People are like, you know, whatever, he's not dating or whatever. But, you know, my uncles were like that too, so it's like not really a problem. But she's a lawyer in New York, I guess. And eventually I'll, if I don't know, yeah. So hopefully, if I play my cards right and I do a lot of things I'm supposed to do. So that's the thing, right? It's like my apartment is not that clean, and it probably should be a lot cleaner. If it were cleaner, I'd probably be a lot more successful. Well, or not successful, but maybe I'd see her. I'd be talking to her right now or something. Who knows? But I kind of get the impression that even that's not really true. But like, whatever. That's not a really good excuse, I suppose. Oh. And yeah, but the issue is I haven't heard from her at all, but it's fine. That's fine. It's just the way it is. You know, I have so much stuff to do. It's honestly easier to see the world that way than to worry about like dating, because I have like so much work to do anyway that it's like fine. And it's like, yeah, I get that like dating is leisure and stuff, but like I just don't have time. I can't deal with it. It's just like so. so just like whatever. Like I've been on dating apps and stuff for like 2 minutes, and it's like no, this is obviously going nowhere. This is just like very obviously going nowhere completely, and that's what I like. That's just how I see it. I'm just like, okay, like this is obviously a dead end. Hold on, let's try this armor. Let's see how this Easterner's armor does. Because so we have a couple options for armor here. We have Easterner's armor. Because I had to look at a list, and there's another armor set that could potentially be on the table as well. Where is it? Easterner's armor. Show me Easterner's armor. Eastern leggings. Okay, so we're still medium rolling in Easterner armor, right? That's bad. We could put on Havel's ring and fast roll, I think. Let me check that. Yeah, we're still medium rolling in Havel's with a scythe on. So that's not ideal. We need like a lot more endurance for that. Another option is there's the armor in the DLC that the woman drops. Blade Lord Ciarn or something. So she drops a set too that's even lighter. So we could potentially do that as well. And it wouldn't be essential, but to be able to ninja flip as this character would be really nice. Okay, so wait. So I got the Easterner's armor, that's fine. I guess that maybe we just go to Great Hollow. I'm sure going to Great Hollow will be fun. Because they all drop a lot of different kinds of chunks. But we haven't been to Great Hollow, so... that might be like smarter than just like trying to kill dumb goofball or dumb dark rays for like hours. Like that might actually be smarter. And honestly, probably maybe I'll look up where chunks even appear. Or there's one in Anor Londo that I'm forgetting about actually. So let me look up chunks really fast. And then what we'll do is we'll just grab all the easy ones, which I already grabbed a bunch of the easy ones because I killed both giants, and those each drop a chunk. There's one in Anor Londo I'm forgetting about. Okay, so there's probably will be some in the Great Hollow. Drop some Black Knight. Oh, there's a bunch of guaranteed ones. Oh, okay. So I could grab the ones in. There's 2 chunks in Undead Burg. Royal Sentinels in Anor Londo. The giant that opens the gate to Sin's Fortress. The Firebomb giant in Sin's Fortress. Anor Londo. Area in front of the giant blacksmith. Okay. Yeah. So I need to pick up all the remaining chunks that are in the game world. But yeah, I haven't. Like I said, I haven't seen her in a long time. It's like a very long time. Yeah, sure. Or go ahead, whatever. Like I was saying, is like I haven't seen her in a very long time. But I will hopefully see her again at some point. If I can actually cross my T's and dot my I's. And if not, I'll just like focus on work more. It's like fine. I got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of work to do. It's no big deal. One way or another. Where am I going? Okay. So, okay, we go to Firelink Shrine. Or no. Why don't I have Altar of the Sun? Because we go Undead Parish. So I need to grab the one in Anor Londo. There's one in Anor Londo I can grab. And then... it says one in Anor Londo I can... let's see. So there's one here. And then I'll backtrack through Altar of the Sun and grab the other one from in front of the Taurus Demon. And then... oh, I could have gone to Firelink Shrine. Because there's a slab in... I think the slab from Sigmar is not worth it. I think the slab from Sigmar is not going to be worth it at all. No matter what I do. I think that's like a mistake. So I think I'm not going to do the slab off of Sigmar. What I will do the slab off of I think there's a slab in a Crystal Lizard somewhere. And I can grab that one. And I could also break it down for chunks too if I really wanted to. Well, I need like 4 more, whatever they're called. So we'll start with this guy. We'll start by killing this guy, and I can parry him too, even. If I feel like it. There's unfortunately not much more to say about her. About Caitlyn, because I actually don't know her very well. If I knew her a lot better, I'd have more to say, but I don't know her very well at all. I've interacted with her maybe 10 times in my life. Really, I think it's less than that, actually. I've actually interacted with her a very tiny number of times. Not that it really matters to me. Hmm? There he is. But it's just how things are. Nothing you can do about it. Oh. Oh. Shoot. He's like stuck. Fudge. There we go. So this should be a chunk. Yeah, okay. And then there's one more in Anne Rolando I can grab really fast too. So I think I forgot all of these ones in New Game for some reason. Like a complete fool. Bam. Like a complete freaking fool, I forgot all those ones. There we go. Now I can go back through. I don't even want BTS. BTRS. Or wait, Blue Tier Stone. BTSR, yeah. I don't need BTSR, I just need the chunk. And then from there, okay, so Great Scythe to plus 14. Longbow's good, we need that for something else. Painted Guardian Sword, okay, is good. And then we just need to get Baldur's Side Sword and Rickard's Rapier. Man, this stinks real bad getting all these weapons up. To have to, like, just test them for, like, this one thing. But there's life for you. There's life for you. Maybe Rickard's Rapier is our Huckleberry. Considering we have as much faith as we do, probably. And I killed the Crystal Lizard here, too. So that's off the table. Oh. Excuse me, Mr. Zombie. But, let's see here. Yeah, she's a lawyer. That's the one thing I know is that she's a lawyer. Oop. She's had a bunch of boyfriends, too. But that's par for the course. That's just how it is. Oh, I can't buff this thing. Oh, come on. I did good. That was a good parry. Game. Oop. There we go. Okay, so there's another chunk. So we can still probably get a... then we just need the one from Anne Rolando. We still need Anne Rolando. The one in Anne Rolando, and then... Or no. What's the good news? We'll start with the good news. How's that sound? Let's see here. Chamber of the Princess. We'll grab the last chunk, and then we'll go to... Well, see, I should have optimized this beforehand. This is, like, so pathetic. I didn't optimize this at all. I did a really bad job at optimizing this. To the point where it's, like, actually really sad. What I could do Havel. You know what I could do, actually? Instead of Silver Covetous, I could do Havels. Okay. That's good news. What's the bad news? Are you gonna tell me that my chances with Caitlyn are 0? Is that what you're gonna tell me? Lentils, you have, oh, you see, oh, see, I have, you could borrow, see, if you were here in Salt Lake City, I could give you a can of lentils. I have a can on my, I have a can on my counter right now of lentils. And I could give them to you if only you were here in Salt Lake City. Oh, not even with Havel's ring, I can't fast roll. I'm all the way across the ocean. You're in England? or you're in Australia? Or England? Oh, God. Oh, okay. You're in... Oh, okay. So you're a soldier or something? You're at the embassy or whatever? Oh. Oh. Oh, you're wow, dude, your English is really good. Your English is crazy good, dude. I assumed by all accounts that you were an American based on your English. It is like exceptional. Like shockingly good. Usually it's like really, well, I wouldn't say it's easy to discern who's a foreigner, but it's not in a lot of cases if you make certain mistakes with your English, it's very easy to tell. But you speak very naturally, or you type very naturally at least. So it's quite impressive. I would have guessed you were if somebody asked me to guess where you're from, I would assume you were either Australian or British. Because I get a lot of Australians and Brits and stuff too. It seems like I get the least Americans. It seems like no one I'm talking to is ever a freaking American. Yeah, it's like it seems like I'm always talking to people from the Middle East or from England or you know, not Portugal. There's a guy who's been here who's from Portugal, but I'm always talking to people from England or Portugal or Australia or New Zealand or you know, someplace every place but America. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure exactly why. I think maybe an American. I think maybe. Oh. Really? How does that happen? Have you spoken English for most of your life or something? Are you in like an America zone or something? Oh shoot. Do you go to like American school? Oh fudge. Whatever, okay, that's good. That's fine. Did you go to like an American school or something? Oh, okay. That's yeah, see, I guess maybe there's a lot of kids like that nowadays, too. See, it's so weird to me, right? Because as an American, we don't ever... That's not how it works, you know? Like, I don't go online and go to, like, other countries' websites and stuff like that. It doesn't work that way for us. So it's hard for me to understand how somebody could learn English via the internet. But I guess it makes sense. I guess people understand it. Or people can do it or something. But it's very strange to us. The idea, because like I'll look at Japanese web pages and stuff, and I'll be like confused. I'll have no idea what's going on. I'll be like, oh, okay, I don't get it. I'd have to like go through the trouble of trying really hard. Oh, hey, that's actually really interesting because I was playing Fallout 4. I was playing Fallout 4 a long time ago, and like I was playing in Japanese, and it actually kind of helped. It wasn't like really that helpful, but it helped a little bit. Because every time you deal with an item, you have to, like, recognize what it is. You have to be like, oh, this item is this thing. You know? And so you kind of just get used to it a little bit. Not really, but a little bit. So I can definitely see that. I can definitely see that as making sense. See, Iraq's one of those places we, yeah, it's interesting. Iraq's a country that obviously politically, it's very, see here, associate. That sentence doesn't make sense to me. See here, associate. Oh, okay. Oh, I see here, associate. Okay, yeah. See here, so yeah, okay. No, I see what you're saying. So that almost sounds like you're saying, like, see here, associate. You're saying that sentence is a little off, but I wouldn't call it like crazy bad. So I do like C comma here comma associate. If you want that to make like perfect sense, you do like C comma here comma associate. Yeah. Well, commas are helpful. Yes, they are really helpful, but I see people use them wrong a lot too. I see people use them in ways that come off as kind of strange. But yeah, if you want to look a little, if you want to make yourself clearer, commas can help a lot. Commas can help a lot. Yeah. Well, yes, it is formal, but commas are formal, but they also control. In some cases, you have to use them to indicate what it is you're saying. In some cases, I wouldn't like call it. And usually, if something doesn't make sense, it's because there's no commas. Honestly, that's like a really huge problem. Is like if like you have a sentence and it doesn't, or it's like really easy to misunderstand. It's probably because there's no commas in it. But you only need like one. Like adding like 1 or 2 commas is usually more than enough for a lot of good sentences. But yeah, we don't actually know very much about Iraq in this country. Obviously, like we're familiar with it politically, but oh, I guess that's a good point. Yeah, I love commas. I'm a big comma guy. I use commas like as much as I can in most cases. There's like a very small number of scenarios where I don't use commas. In my own personal writing, I use commas very frequently. Oh shoot. See, I met a woman from Iraq many years ago, actually. She worked at a store. I was working at a store, and there was a woman that I met from Iraq. But that was a long time ago. That was many years ago. Hey, dude. Oh, hey, what's going on, Dobus? How you doing? Can you believe you're like the guy? You're like the only American I've talked to in like a million years. It seems like. Can you believe that? Not saying that's like a bad thing. But it is a little interesting. You wouldn't think that would be the case. How you been? Okay, we got that. So we got the falchion. So we always have that ready to go. Dude, this guy Dobus, he actually lives like 100 miles from me. Believe it or not. This guy Dobus actually lives like 100 miles from me. Like where I'm sitting right now, he's like only like 100 miles away or something. It's like really weird. And it's by pure coincidence that he ran into my stream. It's like really, really strange. Well, maybe not that strange, but kind of funny. Yes, it's like really weird. It's like I never expected to meet somebody from who's in my state of Utah. And not even like from my state of Utah, but also really close. Although to be fair, if you live in Utah, you kind of have to live in the northern half. There's really not very many people in the southern half of the state. So, you know, that's how it is. Because we live in a place called Utah. So it's basically a really cool, it's like a deserty, It's like a huge deserty state in the middle of the United States, and it's a pretty interesting place. It's known for its religious sect, actually. It's known for the Mormon religious sect, but like for most people, it's not that important to the lives of most people. It's only familiar with. Yes, interesting. Yeah, so it's Utah, very beautiful place. I highly recommend Utah. If you want to go to a place that's really awesome to visit, it's Utah. Living here is okay too. I think that especially in the city, it's really rough. The closer you live to the city, well, I mean, the whole state's a little on the rough side. Or I wouldn't say on the rough side. It's more like the elevation is high and it's like really dry and kind of gets really hot here too. Yeah, really awesome place to visit for sure. But it's a little bit of a, I guess you could say it's a little bit of a, it's like a lot of places in the center of the country where if you live in the city, it's kind of rough. or whatever. And I think there's also a lot of like rural communities, and I think economically those are pretty tough. It's expensive, which is just the craziest thing to me, because I obviously don't think of it as being expensive. Yeah, it's not a bad place. Not a bad place to visit. So, but I've been to Florida too. If you want to go to a nice place, though, you want to go to Florida. Well, Florida is kind of famous for being kind of a crazy place to live. But if you want to go to a place that's like a jungle, you want to go to Florida. So if you want something that's like really crazy and a place that's really crazy and weird, you can go to Florida. There's some cool stuff there. There's a bunch of beautiful swamps and stuff, full of like organisms and all this crazy stuff. So that's the place that, and I've been to Florida. So if you want to go someplace like tropical, Florida's great. This place has some interesting deserts. That's what, and mountains. So there's some really cool mountains here too. Deserts and mountains is kind of our deal. And it's a great place. It's yeah, it's not bad, but it's also very sparsely populated. There's only like 2 million, or it's 3 million now, right? There's like 3 million people in the whole state. It's one of the most sparsely populated states in the country. It's like 45th or something in population. There's like a handful of states. There's like the Dakotas in the north, and like Montana that are more sparsely populated. But I'd argue it's probably nicer than all of those, because those places get a lot colder. You get some real cold nights in those places. Oh, thank you very much. Yes. So it's but yeah. So and I've lived here my whole life. I'm actually from this place, and I've lived here my whole life. But I'm not a Mormon, which is very. Hey, dude, what's up? How you guys doing? How you doing? Why is the crystal lizard not respawning? And I'm not a Mormon, but I've known Mormons my whole life. It's totally normal here. In a lot of places in the country, there's like it's like controversial, because there's there's always some weirdos out there. There's always some kind of like weirdo kind of guys, but where I come from, it's very normal, and I've known a lot of Mormons that are great people. Oh, do they really? I think I'm just goofing it up. I'm pretty sure I'm just goofing it up, and I'm like just like, oh yeah, there he goes. Oh come on. Oh come on. Oh come on. I think what's going on is that they're just, yeah, this is for sure. I absolutely. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh. Don't make me pull out the frickin' bow and arrow. Because I think this one drops a slab, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I need to do that or something. Curses. Curses. Foiled again. Exactly. Okay, we're gonna try jumping attack. Oh, we need to upgrade Great Scythe next. We need to check Great Scythe, because I think it's like better. I think it's like better than most of my other options. There we go. Woof. Okay, see, it dropped the wrong one. It dropped Twinkling Titanite in blue. So I don't think this is worth it, honestly. I think I'm maybe like wasting. Oh yeah, see, this is bad. This is bad. This is a waste of time. I don't think this is worth my time. I think this is actually not worth my time. Like, I was looking into this, but it's not going to do it. This is not the way. This is not the way we're going to do things. That's what I'll say about this. Well, let's see. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 slabs. I get 2. So I only need to go to New Game Plus to get 1 more slab. So I think we're just going to keep going. I think I've done all that I can, and we're just going to keep going. Hopefully that doesn't disappoint you guys. But I think we're just going to keep going here, because we still got a lot of game to go through. So what I'll do is I'll kill the optional boss. I'll go to whatever it's called. I'll go to I guess we could try it. Let's just try it. Let's just see how it does. Let's just... I guess we can just give it a shot, though. Oh, 3 to 5 slabs? Yeah, we'll go do Asylum really fast. And we can test out Painted Guardian Sword. I just want to get a move on because I have, like... There's, like, 5 more cycles to go. We literally have 5 more cycles to go. So if I spend, like, too much time on... And we'll get a bunch of chunks in New Game Plus anyway. So it's like actually not worth doing that much. It's worth doing a little, but it's not worth doing that much. Yes, it does. So we should see something. They should be really impressive even at plus 14. We should see something like really impressive here, even at plus 14. And then what I'll do is I'll use Great Scythe for the. I'll get Great Scythe to 15, and we'll do it for the DLC. And then next cycle I can check Rickard's Rapier, and I can check the other one. I can check Rickard's Rapier, and I can check Boulder Side Sword. Yes. That's actually... Yes. Absolutely. Not a bad way to do things, for sure. Well, it one-shot that guy. Let's try the R2. What's the one-handed R2? Oh, okay. What's the two-handed R2? Let's try... Okay. So do anyone want to do the one-handed R2? For this thing? Does anyone know? We'll find out really shortly here. But... Like what? It's like, Oh, okay. I think I got a bleed proc there. I think I got a bleed proc there, though. Oh, gosh. That stupid hollow got in my way. Oh, shoot. Okay, you want to R2 it. Yeah, I got a bleed proc. So that's like cool, but honestly Great Scythe could do the same thing. I'm not convinced this is actually that good. Okay, never mind. Okay, well I got another bleed proc. Okay, it's fine. I think that's fine. I don't think that was actually better than Falchion. Well, okay, because of the bleed it was. I think because of the bleed it was better than Falchion. But this is also like a boss that doesn't matter at all. Like, you can kill this boss with anything. This is like the least important boss in the game, probably. Oh, I need the doll. What am I doing? Oh, shoot. Okay, shoot. I did that too. I forgot the doll. I need to grab the doll too. It's very important that I grab the doll. If I don't grab the doll, we don't get the frickin'... So I think Painted Guardian Sword is like out. I'm sorry. I hope everyone doesn't judge me too hardly for saying that Painted Guardian Sword is just like out. Like Painted Guardian Sword is cool, but it's not gonna be the thing. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll give it more tests later. But there's like that was pretty okay performance, but like 90% of that was bleed. Like that was like all bleed. Like bleed did literally all of the work there. There's no way that that's going to do anything of value against DLC bosses. There's literally no way that that's going to be good in any way, shape, or form against anything but a DLC boss. That's the thing. I would love to be wrong about that, but I know that I'm not. So, well, maybe... Oh, shoot. Yeah, I don't think it's... I still don't think it's worth it. I might be wrong, but I don't think it's worth it. Okay. We got the doll. I'm pretty sure the Great Scythe is our Huckleberry, or possibly one of these like thrusting swords. So we'll go Reinforced Weapon. Okay. We'll go Great Scythe to plus 15. Boom. We need that. And then we need to do Baldur's Side Sword and Rickard's Rapier. So I can actually do those now. Undead Perish. Because I have enough souls, but I don't have enough souls to level up, I don't think. And then I need to deal with... And then I'll kill, whatever they're called. Soul Sif. Actually, maybe we'll level up instead. We're still like 1,000, 10,000 off. There we go. See, I'll go to 30 vitality, I guess. I think I need more attunement slots too at some point, but it's fine. Okay, and then I'll kill, and then I'll do... At some point I'll get Gwendolyn. No, I'm not gonna do any, I'm not gonna do any, like, major exploits like that. That's a little bit too off of my, I consider that a little too out of line. That's a little too much. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, do I have Covenant? I do have Covenant, right? Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. That's a little too out of line. I'm not gonna sit there and judge people for doing that, but I'm also not gonna do that either if I can avoid it. I try to avoid dupes and glitches if I can, just to say that I did, just to say that I haven't used them. You know what I mean? You know, I'm not like, oh, like you can't use glitches or whatever. And if there's like a glitch that let me fight an extra boss, I'd do it. If there was a glitch that I could do to fight like a super like a boss that was like unimplemented or something, I would consider doing that. But that's just never how the game is. Yeah, no, I respect that. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. That's like I'm not going to be the guy. Like I've cheated in games before. Don't get me wrong. I've done like engine hacks for like Fast and Light. The game that I cheated on the most was Fast and Light. Where I did a ton of Fast and Light cheating. I cheated Fast and Light like crazy because it's like such a brutal game that I like ran out of like options, and I was like, you know what, let's just cheat stuff in. And I like started cheating items in, and I just like couldn't stop. So yeah, like I respect that. That's something I've done plenty of times. It's just the way it is. What for this game, I think not. Just because I'm a YouTuber for it, and so I don't want that to be like. Oh, I don't want to be like, I don't know. And then of course, obviously, there's a lot of YouTubers who do cheating. You know, they're like, oh, well, I make a video about how, like, cheating works. Or, you know, like, if you cheat these certain items in, what happens, right? And that's really cool. That's actually really, really, really cool, you know? Because it goes over some, like, theoretical possibilities for the game and stuff. And so that's really awesome. So, yeah, like, I'm definitely not, like, opposed to cheating. I read wikis all the time. Some people think that, like, reading wikis and stuff is cheating. And that's fine. That's an absolutely fine opinion. But that's another example of something where I'm never going to be like, no, you can't do that, right? You can't think that way or whatever, right? Like, obviously, video games are like an art, and so, like, part of video games as an art is enjoying them, like, with assistance, without assistance, you know, whatever, right? Like, you have all those different options. Cheating, not cheating, you know? Like, that's just the beauty of the system. And so, like, back in the 80s and stuff, these old, like, NES video games and stuff, you were supposed to buy the guide for them, you know? Like, if you were a kid in Japan, you needed the guide. If you were a kid, you just had the guide for the game, you know? You had, like, the official, like, strategy guide that, like, a bunch of guys wrote. And you had, like, your copy of Pokemon Red, and then that way you knew where all the Pokemon were and stuff. Yeah, see, I think Falchion is fine. Like, look at this. This is just, like, good enough. This is, like, really good. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Well, they weren't for a long time here, too. So for a really long time here in the United States, they weren't either. They were mostly a Japanese thing, and a lot of the games, a lot of Japan-exclusive games required them. So if you were playing certain Japan-exclusive games, you kind of needed the strategy guide. You couldn't really do it without it, and it was kind of a whole industry. Strategy guides didn't really become a thing in the United States until after the 90s. So when I was a kid, strategy guides were a big deal. But for a long, long time, they weren't here. Shoot. Stop doing that. For a long, long time, they weren't here. They weren't a thing here. But that was before my time. In all the time I've been alive, strategy guides have been a deal. But like I remember in the 90s and stuff when my uncles would play games and they wouldn't have the strategy guides. So that was like a thing that was also true too. There we go. Okay, cool. Whew. Oh, I'm 30. So, and I'll actually be 31 in 2 days. Yes, thank you. See, this is what I keep saying is the Falchion is actually really good. Like, this thing is actually really good. It's just not that impressive. Oh, you're only 20? Yeah. A lot of young people, I see a lot of young people in my stream and stuff. And, it's really relatively common. Yes, I'm 30. I've been around for a while. As you can well imagine. Don't worry, things get really good as you age, in my opinion. Things will get really good as you get older. At least that's how it was for me. How it's been for me. The older I've gotten, the better it seems like it's been. The Unk. Yeah, exactly. People are always like Unk. But it's funny because it not only means uncle, it also like to me it sounds like it means uncool. Like I'm old, so I'm uncool. Like that's kind of the that's a little bit the vibe I get. So it's kind of a little funny that way. But yeah, uncle. Yeah, exactly. Like you're the Unk. Yeah. Okay, so we go. Where are we going? Unk, exactly. Yeah, exactly. See, this is what happens is if you want to be Unk, you gotta live. You gotta keep going. Eventually you live long enough to become the Unk, and then that's good. That's a good place to be. Okay, we need to go. Where are we going? Let's see. Let me think. Okay, I guess we just kill Seath. Seath, right? Seath is fine. So we'll go to Seath. Unk status is goated, exactly. Exactly what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been telling people the whole time. I've been like, Unk status is goated. And they're like, no. Or whatever. No, that's not true. No one says that. Nobody says that. Everyone's in agreement, ultimately. That's the thing. We're all in agreement that Unk status is goated. Oh. Hold up. Excuse me, Mr. Guy. Unk status is like the main goated like that's all you can really hope for in life. Hold on, give me 1 second. I need to stand up for a sec. Give me 1 second. I'll be back really fast. I had a handful of peanuts. Delicious. Yeah, so yeah, so you want to be Unk. That is true. And I'm proud to say that I'm getting there. Through hard work. It's hard work is what it is. What was I saying? You want to hear about my mole dish again? Have you heard of mole? It's a Mexican dish. Oh, look at that damage. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh. So it's a Mexican dish. It's called mole. Let me see if I can. It's made with chocolate. It's actually really important to know. I'll try to give you a link or something, because you should look into this because it's really cool. And you don't and honestly, you probably have the ingredients for it, or you might be able to get the ingredients for it. You won't be able to get all the ingredients, but you can substitute some stuff for like cocoa powder and stuff. It's a dish from Mexico. It's like a really old dish from Mexico, like from before the arrival of Westerners. Let me do some mole food. Yeah, you want to look up this right here. The thing is, you need chocolate. You need a little chocolate for it, but yeah, or it's a mole poblano. So the thing is, there's some ingredients you're not going to be able to get, but you can replace them with some local ingredients. Like for example, if you don't have enough bay leaf, chicken bouillon, salt, oregano, water. Like you don't actually need chocolate, you can use cocoa powder. And it's just like not the same. Or it's a little different. So I'm gonna make this for dinner tonight. But I'm gonna, like, for example, I need so the chilies I'm gonna replace with a Asian chili sauce. So these dried chilies, the recipe calls for dried chilies. I'm gonna replace those with Asian chili sauces. Okay, and I have one that's kind of smoky, and I have one that's just like tasty. And I'm gonna put those in there. And then obviously, like, black peppercorns is fine. I can skip the aniseeds, I can skip the cloves, I can skip the thyme, I can skip the marjoram, I can skip the bay leaves. Or actually, I have a whatever it's called. I have a adobo seasoning. I have an adobo seasoning. I can add some. I have some cinnamon I can add. I got canola oil, chicken stock. I can replace with some stuff. The almonds are going to be tough to replace. The peanuts and the pumpkin seeds you don't want to have even in them. The raisins you can get. But yeah, you do have some. Yes. Well, it's traditionally made with turkey. It's traditionally a sauce you use for turkey or chicken. Or traditionally, in ancient times, it would have been served with chicken. So yeah, I would consider giving it a shot. If you want like a recipe that's like out of this world and like super weird. The main issue is getting the ingredients will be tough, so you need to replace those with local ingredients. You'll have to find a way to like use like Asian sauces or something to substitute some of the flavors. But I'm gonna make that tonight, and it's really good. It's really, really good. And if you can find a restaurant that specializes in it, which they do exist here, you can get it from restaurants here from here where I am. Yes, that's the main downside to the whole thing. But if you can find substitutions, that's what you need to do. Is you need the substitutions. You need to find your local substitutions, either Asian or whatever, right? Because in Asia, they got like a bunch of really tasty peppers and stuff too. You know what I mean? I'm all about that. Oh. Uh-oh. Dude's... Shoot. Come on. Hold up, we gotta go back to the falchion here. I think this is a falchion kind of scenario. This is a falchion place to be. Oh, fudge. Why? Why? Oh, did you? What changed? Did you have like a bad dish or something? Did you have like issues with something? Did you get sick or something like that? Oh, let's try this. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. Interesting. What's the issue? Ow. Uh-oh. Hold up. We gotta do some other stuff anyway. I gotta come back here. Okay. So you have like some sauce on the side or soup or whatever? Makes sense. Did you know the peppers are actually from America? Or they're from the Americas? They're from like South American stuff. That's one of the more interesting things. Was a green vegetable red beans thingy. Okay. That sounds good. I like the sound of that. Oh, we can take this off. We can go dark wood green. Okay. Did it make you sick? Dude, that's horrible. Or is there something in it? Oh, okay. Well, hey, that's a learning experience. As long as it didn't make you sick or whatever. I'm a big fan of hot food. Yes. Shoot, dude. Interesting. See, I love hot food too. I'm also a really big hot food guy as well. I myself also love hot food. Do we need to unlock the DLC really fast? We need to do ourselves the favor of unlocking the DLC. Dang. I've done that before too. So there's this Indian restaurant here I ate at, and I told them to make it really hot, and they did, and it was really difficult to deal with. It was like very, very difficult for us to deal with it, or for me to deal with it. It was kind of fun. It's kind of fun once. They put too much spice in the food. That's pretty funny. Cool. Oh, great scythe. What would I do without you? Ow. What would I do without you, great scythe? Oh. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, like I said, when I was on vacation one time, and we went to an Indian restaurant. So Indian restaurants are relatively common, and I told them to make this food really hot, and they did, and I kind of regretted it almost immediately because the food is way too hot. I needed like way more water, and they weren't bringing us enough water to our table. But that was many years ago. I haven't made that mistake since. Shoot. Oh my gosh. I'm botching this completely. This shouldn't be a problem. There we go. There we go. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, so we'll kill Hydra here. So I need to unlock the DLC just so I can get the pendant as I go. If I don't get the pendant when I first go to what's it called, I'm gonna be in trouble. That's like the important thing. So I like actually really have to get the pendant here. Or I have to get the pendant because I don't want to have to come back if I can avoid it. So I need it's just as well to unlock the DLC really fast. Or I have to come back this way anyway. Because you can't kill the Hydra. Oh shoot. Because you need to kill or you need to do Dusk. I think. Oh shoot. Oh no, I hit him, okay. I think I might actually just finish him off with a bow and arrow. At this point. I might just do this. I might just do this. That's nice and easy. Boom! Okay, so we take care of that. We get the dragon scale. And then we just kill the golden? Kill the 141 soldiers. Is there 141 people watching? What the heck are you? What? Oh my god. Why that's so crazy. Okay, jeez. Hello everyone. Hello 140. I haven't been looking at the view count. I literally have not been looking at the view count at all. For like a long time. Okay, so it's pretty simple. We just killed the golem here. And then once the golem dies, we can go back to Duke's Archives. And speaking of which, I should do this. There we go. Jeez. I don't know why I didn't have Iron Ring on there the whole time. So we kill this yellow golem. And then we can grab the... And then we can do Dusk questline. And then we can grab we can grab the locket in the lobby of Duke's Archives before we actually do Duke's Archives. Oh. Oh, God. And then, no, actually. It's, I kind of just, I'm just used to it. The thing is, I'm actually just used to it. I'm actually just, like, you just have to be just cool with it. There's no strategy to it. It's just, you're just cool with it, is all. That's the thing. Like, it's a little weird, but in reality, it shouldn't be a problem at all. Yes. Okay, cool. We'll go talk to her again. Yeah, it's not actually that weird to me. I'm, like, the first time I streamed, I was, like, a little, like, nervous, but that's, so if you really want to know the trick to streaming in front of a bunch of people, the trick is you just do it. You just do it. That's actually the trick. I think if you're doing like stage plays and stuff, where it's like scripted or whatever, what you need to do is you need to like practice it, and that's like the most important thing. Yeah, well that's the thing is you're basically part of the stream, you know, like you're sitting here chatting. Oh shoot, you know, so. It's not, so it's kind of the weird thing, right? It's like, you gotta just accept the fact that you're all, you know, it's just the way it is. So yeah, it actually doesn't bother me. The only thing is I don't want to like, I'm like, oh great, this awesome, you know, people are watching my stream. And then it's like, I'll have like a bunch of streams that are like 10 viewers. I'll be like, where's all the people? It's just how it is. That's the thing that's the thing where I'm like a little like nervous about it, but, other than, like, you know, you get used to that. Because my stream has gone up, it's gone down, it's done all kinds of random things. Okay, where are we going? Yes, we actually want to be here. This is actually the perfect place. This is actually where we want to be. This is actually the place we want to be. And then we'll grab 2 more humanity here. Just so I have enough Estus to plow through the next area. This part's kind of tricky. And then we'll go Grass Crest. We'll kindle or reverse hollowing and then kindle, and then we'll fight our way through. Yeah, and so like after a while, I just stopped looking at view count. Yeah, it definitely helps to be you know, to have to be in public or something. I think in the past I've had issues with publicness, but when I'm focusing on the video game, it's a lot easier. And nowadays I don't even check view count. I don't even look at it to see how many people are watching most of the time. To me, it's a very it just kind of stopped being important after a couple months, you know. There was just this moment where I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm not even gonna look. It just doesn't even. It's not a big deal. Shouldn't affect how I stream and stuff. But it is funny to see where I haven't checked all stream, you know, except for at the very beginning, and then all of a sudden it's like a huge number of people. It's wacky. There's nothing for it, you know. But anyway. So yeah, the Mole Poblano. There's a restaurant here in Salt Lake City. Called Red Iguana. It's like a really famous local restaurant, and it's very good. And so you get a Mole Poblano there with and it's like really, really good. But so the Mole Poblano I make is not as good. But it is, you know, homemade and, you know, stuff like that. Shoot, why am I having trouble with these? I need to, like, work on this. I need, like, a better setup for these. This should not be an issue. I should be able to, like, clean these out really easily. Do ordinarily I'd pancake them, but even that's, like... Oh. Yeah, I think... Okay, so I think katanas are Huckleberry here. We need to do the katana. Where is it? There it is. Oh. We need the katana for this. Because these enemies are just going to be like this. And there's nothing you can do. There you go. See? Yeah. What's up, dude? How you doing, Terry? Oh. And that way we get iframes. Boom. Backstab. Oh, no. Cool. Oh. Hmm. This is like the worst way to do this. Fudge. What's the profile? Is it a fish? Oh, it's literally a fish, yeah. Kind of fishy. Oh. Slice, slice. Cool. Boom. Oh, there he goes. Now we have to kill the guy, though. We still have to kill the one thing. So I do need to switch back to Great Scythe here for this. Oh, and I should be able to 2-shot him or 3-shot him. Cool. Covers that. I guess we could try this again. No. We'll switch back to Uchigatana. The Lux Sword. I wish. I wish there was a Lux Sword in this game. Honestly, I wish there was. Is Luck even a stat in this game? No, there is no Lux stat. I ate it. I wish there was a Lux Sword in this game. But there's not even a Lux stat. You ate the delicious Lux Sword? Hmm. Honestly, if there's a Lux Sword in this game, I'd love it. I'd be like, hell yeah. No, as far as I know, there's really no equivalent. The closest I think is like Chaos, because that scales with Humanity. So if you have a Chaos Infusion and 10 Humanity, that scales. There is actually something I can show you that's really cool though. So this right here is the Obsidian Greatsword, right? So this weapon has no scaling at all. Okay, this weapon scales with literally nothing. But guess what I can do to this weapon? Guess what I can do to this weapon? I can buff it. Okay, so this is a weapon with no scaling. Okay, now you might be like, okay, well what's so cool about that? Watch. So that applies my weapon buffs for some reason. So there is some cool stuff you can do in this game like that. But it's like not even really worth it. Like this is obviously very silly. And like not at all meaningful. But as far as I know, there's no weapon that's really quite like that as far as I can tell. If there is, it's not very good. Is the sad thing about it. If there is, it's like very like meh. Yeah, that's the problem with it's doing three-way split damage. So because is there a glitch you can do? Is that like a glitch to buff like a weapon you can't buff? See, that's really cool. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not gonna resort to a glitch like that, but that would be really cool to pull off. Okay, so we're gonna go back to Great Scythe here, I think. I do, yes. It's actually not very good. That was a weapon that I thought that I had really high hopes for, but ended up not being very good. Because it doesn't pancake or knock down, and it doesn't really like do anything. Oh. It's a really cool weapon, don't get me wrong. But I don't think it's a very good weapon, to be honest. That was my issue with that weapon. It is fun to have, and I did enjoy messing with it, but it also can't be buffed. So it can't be buffed. If it could have been buffed, I think it would have been a lot better. But it can't. It has great scaling, it takes an elemental infusion, there are good things about it. But it ends up being let's see here. It ends up being a weapon that I ended up thinking was like really underperforming. Like really, really tragically underperformant, unfortunately. Like the sort of thing that's really cool until you have to like confront the fact that that like it's still a great sword in Dark Souls 2. So like it's totally fine for like normal enemies, like oh you're fighting like, you know, undead, random undead in some place, DLC or whatever, totally great weapon for that, totally perfectly viable weapon for that, but you can't use it on any bosses and you can't use it on and that alone would be okay. Yeah, well, for DS3, I feel like bows just don't do enough. Like, I feel like for DS3, like bows just do slightly too little damage. Like, I think if bows did more damage in Dark Souls 3, they would be a lot more interesting. The thing is, you could still use bows. I think bows are actually optimal for certain bosses. Like, I wouldn't say optimal, but like if you want to kill like old Demon King really easily, bows are actually still the way to go, in my opinion. I actually still really love bows in that game. Oh. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna have to deal with him later. Yeah, like you can totally use Nil Greatsword. And speaking of which, I still need to get the bow from what's her face, Gwendolyn. So we're gonna try Gwendolyn's bow too and see how good that does. Where is it? Yeah, well that's the thing. It's like I think even this character is like kind of falling off, and this is a character that has like a bunch of really cool stuff. And it's like if I were doing strength, it would still be kind of the same story. Like I'd be falling off maybe like 1% less hard. I think that's the issue is like there's just nothing you can do to not fall off, and so when you get to New Game, yeah, so like you can totally do every boss in New Game with bows and arrows, and they're really good. And bows and arrows are still good. Like you can still cheese like so many enemies with bows if you're just like willing to do it. If you're willing to like find the scenarios where bows work, you can use them just fine. They are even in New Game Plus, right? Because like you're headshotting like random enemies. Yeah, well, okay, sorceries are just too good. Okay, like yes, absolutely, sorceries are too good. That's the thing. I really wish that I could say that wasn't the issue, but that's totally the issue. Have a good night, dude. Yeah, get some food, huh? Thanks for being here, chatting. It's been fun. And get yourself some food, because I know you're still hungry, yeah? Okay, so now we go to the top of these stairs. Or the top of this ladder. And then what we do is we lure them down. You might actually sleep hungry. Nah, but get something in your stomach. Every time I sleep hungry, I always regret it. I like literally always regret every time I sleep hungry. No matter what I do, I always regret sleeping hungry. At least personally. You gotta get something inside of your body. Even if it's like really simple. Like peanuts. So usually what I do is I snack on peanuts. That's like my main food of choice, or my main yeah, that's my advice. I would advise you to eat something. Just get something, anything at all. And you'll probably be a little bit more chipper about it. At least that's my advice. Because I've tried sleeping hungry so many times, and it's like I feel like I regret it every time. No matter what I do, I always regret going to bed hungry. Because you're just like you're gonna wake up and you're still gonna be hungry, and you're not even gonna know it. That's the issue. Because what happens is you will eventually fall asleep, but then what happens is you wake up and you're still hungry and you don't know it. And so like you gotta, and then you gotta eat breakfast. Okay, well what do you eat for breakfast, right? Usually for breakfast I eat something really light. You know, I have like peanuts or rice or something like that, right? And so it's like if you're waking up hungry and you're eating a light breakfast, that's not going to help you. You know, you have to eat like a big breakfast. And then if you eat a big breakfast, well, you have to make that, right? So it's like really tough. And then it can also affect your ability to get enough sleep. So you'll be sitting there and you'll wake up in the middle of the night like super hungry and stuff, and it's like so annoying. Or you'll be like awake in the. Oop. You wouldn't even. Yeah, that's the issue. And then you gotta go to like work or whatever. It's like just crazy. Like. So yeah, I'm always like, yeah, make something for dinner. Is what I always say. Like I'm gonna go buy raisins at the store. I'm gonna go buy a couple things at the store and I'm gonna make dinner like right after this. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like a really wonky weapon. There is that one sword that scales with 3 stats. Or scales with 4 stats. So there's a couple weapons that are kind of interesting in this game. There's a weapon that scales with 4 stats. I think honestly the most interesting weapon in this game is actually the Great Scythe. I think it's actually this weapon right here. It's one of the more interesting weapons in the game because it's actually really good. Even if it looks kind of bad against these enemies. Because they're resistant to slash. So I need to do this. Yeah, it's Artorias' sword. That's I think one of the more interesting ones, but I think it's bad. I think the main problem with it is it's like very bad because you can't buff it. So it's like a lot of these Dark Souls weapons where if you could buff it, it would potentially be really insanely good. But they like got rid of all the mixed scaling weapons that you can buff in this game for some reason. Oh shoot. Like for whatever reason they decided that mixed scaling weapons with they were like wonky scaling weapons or mixed damage weapons is like shouldn't ever be buffable. And I don't know why they decided that. Because honestly, I really like when I actually really like when a lot of these weapons are buffable. So I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why they elected to make it that way. Can he hit me? Okay, he can. Shoot. Oh, okay. Maybe I can pillar hump this? Oh, okay, never mind. I'm just gonna go through it normal. So yeah, you can do Artorias' sword. Just fine. Or no, you can't. Well, you can't buff it, like I was saying. So I need to look into it some more because maybe it like might be useful against some of these enemies just fine. And there's 2 versions of it too. Yeah, that's what really makes those weapons. That's the problem, is it makes those weapons too good. It actually makes them better than like pure physical setups. And so I think that's why they don't want that. Is because they don't want magic. They don't want it, like, paradoxically it creates a scenario where it's optimal to go faith. Right? Like even if you're doing melee, it's optimal to go faith. Yeah, I don't know. The game, it's a little too restrictive, I think, with the weapon buff spells. Especially given how broken magic is. I feel like it's just like so dumb that like magic gets to be broken and they couldn't give you like a weapon with lightning damage that got a buff spell. When that's like so desperately what the game needs. It needs like a handful of like really good weapons with really good like scaling that are buffable or something, you know? And then that would make faith like a lot more viable. And then on top of that, they gave intelligence like the best weapons too. So like even if you want to use a weapon with scaling, with int scaling, the best weapons are int anyway. So it's like faith just gets completely goofed in this game. The only thing you can do as faith is like farm like enemies. It's like actually really tragic. There we go. Kill the channeler. Yeah, well, I think that's what they're afraid of, is that would be too over. They thought that would be too overpowered, but honestly, that would be like shoulder to shoulder with magic. Like if I could put Darkmoon Blade on this weapon, it would actually probably be. It wouldn't even be shoulder to shoulder with magic. It would still be worse, but it would be so much better than doing a plus 15. Absolutely. And honestly, what they could have done is they could have made another thing. They could have done, I think, that would have been fine. Is what they could have done is they could have made divine scaling a lot better. So they could have made like all weapons like you know how in Demon Souls every weapon goes to S basically. Like if you crushing infuse a weapon or blade infuse a weapon, it goes to S, right? Well, what they could have done is they could have made like divine scaling like BB. Like, you know, like B strength, B faith, or whatever, right? Like B dex, B faith, right? And then at least that way you got a little more damage, like a little more raw damage. Yeah, it's like, it's just, well, Grant is probably viable against normal enemies. Like, against a lot of normal enemies, you could do Grant. Except for the fact that it weighs like 1 billion tons. So you're never going to fast roll on that thing. You're never, your entire life, going to fast roll with it, which stinks. And then also, Crescent Axe is also really bad too. I wish Crescent Axe were better. That's actually the one that I think is like really kind of sad that it stinks so bad as Crescent Axe. I feel like if Crescent Axe were better, it would make a lot more sense. That's the one where I'm like actually kind of like sad because the damage on it is just so poor. Even if you do everything right with it, the damage is still just like so bad. I think maybe maybe I haven't used it enough, but when I tried to use it, it was very bad. Where the heck is the crystal? Where's the crystal ember? Isn't it right here? I need to look that up. Or no, it's right here. This is it right here. Or no, isn't this Enchant Falchion? No. That's the key. It's this one. Let's see if I can... No, it's not. Where is Crystal Falchion? Or Crystal... Because that's the Enchanted Falchion right there. Or no, it's right here. Yes. Okay. Finally. There it is. Okay. After like after a million years of searching. So yeah, like it'd be nice if I could get like a lightning weapon and then buff that with Sunlight Blade. Like that would be really nice in this game. Another issue that I had was that that it feels like honestly what could have happened is Divine could have done lightning and Occult could have done magic. And that would have been another interesting thing. So at least you have a lightning option and then you also have a magic option too. Or something. Like there's a bunch of different little things they could have done to make those stats feel more good. But they just like didn't. Because I think they didn't want another Blue Blood Sword. I think they didn't want the game to be like Blue Blood Sword like. Where it's like where it's like, you know, you got Blue Blood Sword and that's like it. You know what I mean? That's kind of what they were thinking. They just like really did not want that kind of scenario where it seems like Blue Blood Sword was like your only like real option because it's one of the buffable weapons, right? So I guess that's what they're thinking. But honestly, the game needs it. The game desperately needs like a Blue Blood Sword, in my opinion. Although to be fair, plus 15 is so good that, or it's good enough. Plus 15 is good enough that it's like okay. Like I'm not struggling. I didn't struggle with 4 Kings. I'm not having damage issues that are that bad. Like I'm having damage issues compared to just like one-shotting everything, right? Like okay, like and so yeah. So it's one of those things where I think Magic could have taken a toning down. But honestly, if Magic had been better tuned, the issue with that is that oh shoot, oh I'm alive. Cool. The issue with that is that if Magic had been better tuned, like I think Tin Crystallization, anything other than Tin Crystallization Catalyst would have sucked. So you would have had like, you know, you would have been using Logan's Catalyst, and the damage from your spells would have been really bad. And so it's kind of ironic, right? Or not like really bad, but like bad enough that it stinks, kind of. So I think they didn't want a repetition of Demon Souls where Magic kind of stinks. Like Magic in Demon Souls, Magic is like very lopsided, where most of the spells kind of are bad, but then like a very small number of the spells are so broken that you have to use them. And they didn't want that kind of scenario, so I guess they just goofed up and they made magic too strong or something. I don't know. But they've definitely not repeated that mistake. Or they've done everything in their power to avoid repeating that mistake, I guess, since then. Oh, shoot. Ow! The stupid clam. Clam. Oh my gosh. Luckily this boss does like nothing. Ugh. Like running out of juice too. See, like that's fine. Like that's the thing, is that that's actually really fine. That's actually really fine. You know what I mean? Like that damage is really good. It's not until the DLC where it gets to be a problem. Like that was totally fine. That was like totally fine. Like was it amazing? Was it the best damage ever in the world? No. Was it good? Yes. That was actually totally fine. And that's sort of the thing. Oh shoot. Oh, freaking clams. That's sort of the thing about it, is like, okay, like, I don't know. Do I just need to like bone out? Yeah, well that's the that's it right there. Is like that is so annoying. That is absolutely really annoying. Like very obnoxious. Because it just makes like any sort of like wonky or slower build like so bad. It makes it so hard to do a lot of like wonky, slow, or to do like a character that's like less optimized. It makes it like so like a lot of like it kills Faith. It makes Faith like really terrible, and it kills like a lot of other fun like options you have. So yeah, I agree 100%. I absolutely 100% agree, and it's one of those things where so like well, like, when I'm looking at this character, right, like, Falchion, like, I just killed Seath just, like, totally fine. Like, Seath was not a problem. Seath was, like, totally fine to kill, right? And then it's like, okay, well, you know, but for Artorias, suddenly the damage is an issue. Suddenly my damage becomes a problem against Artorias, because I'm only doing, like, 200 damage per swing, when against Seath I'm doing, like, 700. Now, he is weak to lightning, to be fair, but also... You know, it goes without saying that, you know, when you're sitting there doing like almost no damage to bosses because you went a Faith build, that does really stink. Although I guess DS3 kind of fixes it because you have like Dragon Slayer Axe, which is okay. It's not like the best weapon in the game or anything, but it's fine. And then so you get like Dragon Slayer Axe for DS1, or I mean for DS3. But yeah, I think this game in particular really drops the ball really hardcore. Where it's like Faith is like, where it's like elemental infusions are so terrible. So I mean, I guess when you really look at it, Dark Souls 2, the fact that you can like you can magic infuse a weapon and then buff it, or you can lightning infuse a weapon and then buff it, is what really is like fixes magic stats. Yeah, it's like just so... I'm never going to do that in my whole life. Like, I'm never going to sit there and, like, RTSR Miracle only. Unless I'm doing, like, maybe a glitch or something. Because it's very obvious you're, like, even if you do all that, you're still, in higher New Game cycles, you're still going to... I still think you're probably going to struggle to kill bosses. But it's definitely possible. If you do, like, RTSR and stuff, it's, like, probably... I guess it's probably possible. Or no. Because you would have to use every copy of... Because even in the first cycle, that'd be really tough. Because you need to use every copy of... Let's see if I can fight him. Let's see if I can fight him. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I could cast one spell and instantly kill him, but that's okay. Come on. Oh shoot, what was that? Yeah, like this is totally fine. It's not until the DLCs where this gets to be an issue. There we go. Really? Even if you got like every copy? Even if you've got like every copy of Wrath of God? Well, no, because Wrath of God does like no damage to him. Because he's like, I guess, really resistant to magic or something. Or something. There's something wrong. Yeah, I think you're right, actually. Unless you like glitch. Unless you like somehow have a bunch of extra copies of Sunlight Spear. Which I guess is possible, right? Like you could hypothetically do that. But like still, that's so lame. Like who wants to sit there and glitch? Hold up, let's check something here. Where is it? Easterners, right? Easterners. And then, where's Easterners? Okay, so I still don't have enough to fast roll. Let's try with Havel's Ring. No, wow, okay. So this armor set is still that heavy. That I can't... this armor set is, like, really crazy. So it's, like, just heavy enough. So I might have to go Blade Lord Kiaran's armor. Or wrong ones. I might have to go Blade Lords to do this, because I don't think I can equip Easterners at all, basically, and fast roll, which is weird because I'm pretty sure I've done it in the past. So I don't know what's going wrong here, because I'm like 99% sure that I've done Blade Lords before, or I mean Easterners before and gotten away with it. So I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah, because I'm like struggling to Ninja Flip. Maybe Ninja Flip is like slightly harder to do. Or something. Now that'd be awesome if you could use miracles though. So hopefully, hopefully Elden Ring miracles will be better. Maybe when I finally get around to playing Elden Ring, I'll finally enjoy miracles for once. Maybe Elden Ring miracles will be like really awesome. And I'll be able to like kill tons of enemies with the Elden Ring miracles or something. I'll sit there and I'll be like, but maybe I'm looking at this really rosy, because I think Elden Ring miracles include pyromancies too. I think they're incantations or something like that. So that'll be something for a later day. But yeah, I mean this is definitely distant second as far like either distant second or third even compared to other strategies for Dark Souls New Game Plus, which is why I'm doing it, because I've already done the best type of character you can do. So I figure I may as well... Come on. There we go. Yeah, see? It's all worth it for that sweet, sweet headshot. There we go. So yeah, it would be pretty funny if you could kill Calamite with all miracles, but then miracles would be good. That's the problem with that, is that if that were true, miracles would actually be good and worth using. As opposed to bad and not worth using. But you know. I might add Power Within at some point. I think Power Within definitely can happen. I definitely think... I don't know about like PvP, whether or not this would be good for PvP or whatever. Oh shoot, speaking of PvP... Speaking of PvP, everyone. Speaking of PvP. He's not kidding. Oh yeah, there you go. Now let's see how much he's worth. Okay, that was actually not bad. That's a pretty decent spread of souls there for that. And watch, he'll just stand there. Oh yeah, this is like really awful. I'm sorry, but can you blame me even a little bit for doing this? Can you blame me even a little tiny bit for doing this? Can you really judge me for doing this? Can you really say Delve Game Guides is a bad person for doing this? Look at this. Look at this poor guy. Bam, right in the eye socket. Right there. They just let me get away with it. I can't. No, that's fair. Look, I'm sorry, okay? You know, like, I understand why people are criticizing me for this. You know, this is the big drama right now, is the big Game Guys controversy. How I shoot enemies in the head with a bow and arrow and they don't do anything about it. And this makes me a regrettably underhanded kind of individual, you know? But, you know, I mean, that's just a way of things, you know? Sometimes... Oh. Sometimes you gotta pull out your bow and arrow, and you gotta just do this. You know? Like, think about it. You know, my character is in constant danger and peril. My character is under constant attack by dangerous enemies that are trying to kill me at all times. What I could do instead is I could just... Oh, hold up. We'll fight this guy legit. How's that sound? We'll fight that guy legit. How's that sound? Hopefully that cheers everyone up. Me fighting that one legitimately. So I think we're going to use Great Scythe for this next guy too. We'll see. The problem is that sustained attacks with Great Scythe aren't as good. Divine Composite. Really? That doesn't surprise me at all. That actually does not surprise me at all. But don't you need strength for Divine Composite? So couldn't I... I mean, the problem is that bows do so little damage already that trying to split the damage on them, I think, is a really terrible idea. So, like, this bow damage is good at... Like, and this is definitely true in Dark Souls 2. Or at least sometimes. At least as far as I can tell in Dark Souls 2. Where it seems like you actually get... Depending on your stat profile, you actually get more damage out of a pure physical bow with pure physical arrows. Because, like, maybe you get, like, a little tiny bit of damage out of elemental arrows or something. But physical arrows are so much cheaper and easier to buy that it's, like, probably never actually even worth it for elemental infusions. I think. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about for DS2. But I honestly think it's probably a huge mistake to, like, deviate from this bow. Because the split damage, like, even enemies with really low defenses will wreck the split damage. Like, even these enemies that have, like, essentially 0 defenses will still wreck split damage, and you'll still get slightly worse returns. Okay. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, is that Moonlight Arrow, even in those higher New Game Plus cycles, you don't want to pay for Moonlight Arrows at all. And so you end up in a tough spot where you're going to get more damage out of cheaper arrows with a weapon that's just plus 15. Even if you have, like, the perfect stat profile for Divine or whatever, because cheap arrows are cheaper, you end up in a really nasty spot where it makes infinitely more sense to just go with the physical scaling bow. That's the thing. Nice and simple. Okay. Covers that. And we get to level up again, too. Yeah, see, for these boss... Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that this is better than... this is, like, in point of practice, this is better than... Painted Guardian Sword, I think. Like, yes, Painted Guardian Sword has higher DPS in theory, but my thinking is that in practice this actually does more. Like, it's easier to get big juicy hits with this weapon, and you have, like, because he has, like, so the range on it is so high, and then the actual hits you get are, like, super juicy. Like, this weapon almost hits as hard as, like, a club, and you attack decently quick with it. It's not as it's only a little bit slower than a club, I think. So I'm, like, actually convinced that this is probably the best weapon in the game for, like, speed to damage ratio, and you get to bleed on it, too. I think. I should probably go through the trouble of trying more strength weapons out. The problem with strength weapons is that I already did strength on the magic character, right? Because I'm using like a great shield and what's his face's. But I guess honestly that kind of really barely counts as me using strength. Come on. Come on, you rat. I need to like time it better. Oh shoot. Hitbox is so wonky. Ugh. Oh yeah, absolutely. The problem is you get less damage against DLC bosses with it. That's the issue, is it's still bad against DLC bosses. It is still bad against DLC bosses, is the problem. I really wish I was joking. Like Crystal Soul Spear with that's how bad the split resistances are. Yeah, split damage. This boss is so ass. Absolutely. What a goofy boss. It's okay, I probably should have, why did he jump back? It's like, I wish you just got to fight him in, like, a normal arena. He'd be so much less bad if you just got to fight him in a normal arena. Oh my gosh. Try it again. Yeah, well, how I'm gonna deal with that is I'm just gonna kill her last. So I'm gonna kill the optional bosses in Anne Orlando last. Yeah, that's the other thing is it's like actually extra dumb, because Crystal Magic Weapon is less good, but at least you always get another copy of it. Although to be fair, in most cases, unless you're fighting a DLC boss, you shouldn't need more than like one copy anyway. Or yeah, so my routing is the only boss that it really matters for is Gwyn. Because what you can do is you can kill her last every cycle, and then use Darkmoon Blade on the lightning resistant bosses. So specifically Guardian, whatever it's called. You know what I'm talking about. The Sanctuary Guardian and so the only two bosses where it's really an issue are Sanctuary Guardian and Ornstein and Smo. And so you can kill Gwendolyn after those two, and then what you do, and then you just only have Gwyn. Does he? Or yes, you need it every time, because he doesn't drop, or he you do. It's a key item. It counts as like a key, so you need to pick it up. You need to get a new copy of it every time. Absolutely, it doesn't get stronger, but yeah, you need to re-pick it up every time. I wish, because otherwise you could potentially go to the end of the area without getting it. Or you could potentially not have to fight him, or something like that. There's like a reason for it, I guess. But yeah, I don't have it in my inventory. It's Charred Orange Ring, and I don't have it. Because it counts as a key, I guess. Come on. And honestly, the camera problem... Oh, come on. Got do scan. I just... Yeah, so you could skip ceaseless, and then maybe that's it. Or no, you actually... Well, no, that way it would be broken. You actually can't kill... You can't do that because the area doesn't unlock until you kill. So if you had it, it would break the area. Is the problem. So they never intended you to skip ceaseless. Yeah, you always have to fight him. And so if you could try to skip ceaseless, then the game would like break. You'd like go over there and you wouldn't be able to even like do it or something. There'd be like an issue with it, I guess. Or they just, I don't know, they just wanted you to make sure you have to fight him or whatever. It looks like it's fine. Yeah, totally fine, everybody. Totally fine boss design. totally fine and good boss design. Of a totally fine and good boss. That no one hates at all. Not me, not other people, nobody. Everyone loves this boss. Oh god. Well, if I goof it up, that's an issue. And like honestly, the camera problem. There's like a massive camera problem here too, where the camera's on the wall. The camera's like stuck to the wall. No, I'm not. Sorry, I'm not. It's all the way 2. It's 2 New Game Plus. It's not New Game Plus 6. It's 2. It's 2 New Game Plus 6. It says in the description. I'm sorry. Maybe I could make that clearer. Maybe I should make that clearer. I should be like, oh, like, because you don't start New Game Plus. But... yeah. So, oh shoot. Sorry. This is +1 right now. This is +1 right now. That is a really weirdly low level for a new game for a character in New Game Plus 6. Yeah, sorry about that. Maybe I should go out of my way to be more obvious about it. But I read it and I'm like, it's 2 New Game Plus 6. Is my reasoning on it. I just keep getting hit by the grab. See, if only I had Crystal Soul Spear here. If only I had Crystal Soul Spear and I could just instantly one-shot him. I could just shoot him with a single Crystal Soul Spear and he would like die immediately. He would just like explode. He would literally just like explode if I hit him with a single Crystal Soul Spear. Imagine. Uh-oh. Well, yeah, because this is grab. Most of his attacks actually don't one-shot me, but his grab does for sure. Oh, this stinks. He's back in the lava. So I think Great Sight is better for him? Potentially? What's he gonna do? Okay. Never mind. Okay, he just... there we go. Okay, well at least I got it. There we go. Okay, cool. Finally. Finally, young undead. May the dark shine your way. Finally. 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 Yeah, so you do have to get the orange shard ring every cycle. But he's worth a lot of souls, though. Okay, you know what? Actually, never mind. I kind of like the fact that... you know what? I kind of like him now because he's worth a bunch of souls. He was actually worth like a ton of souls there. That's actually an entire level up's worth of souls. So, beef with the Centipede Demon is actually over. Because I was expecting him to be worth like 60,000 and he was worth like 100,000. So, never mind actually. Centipede Demon is now my homeboy. I'm now a Centipede Demon enjoyer and fanboy because of how many souls he was worth. Not many bosses are worth that many souls. So, like, you gotta give credit where credit's due. You gotta show respect where you're obligated to. And 100,000 souls is a good number. That's like actually very respectable. That's more than like Priscilla. Like, I think Priscilla is gonna be worth like, well, maybe Priscilla will be worth about that much, but I think that's more than Gwendolyn. So that's actually kind of solid. So never mind. Centipede Demon is now my best friend in the world. Me and Centipede Demon are gonna go to the ball game together. We're gonna go see a baseball game together, and the Centipede Demon is gonna hug me, and we're gonna eat hot dogs. We're gonna have big, tasty hot dogs at the ball game. We're gonna watch the Red Sox versus the Green Sox, or whatever. We're gonna see the Blue Sox versus the orangutans. We're gonna watch that basketball game, and we're gonna hang out together. And me and the Centipede Demon. That's actually the new order. Originally, I hated the Centipede Demon, but now I like him. Now I'm actually a Centipede Demon defender / enjoyer. So let it be known from now on that the Centipede Demon will never be insulted ever again. Because he dropped like 1 billion souls. Not like 1 billion, but he dropped a bunch of souls. Speaking of which, I need the thing from here. I should grab the chest. I should probably grab the chest. Oh god, no, I woke up a dragon tail. Oh god. Okay, I think this is a great place to stop the stream, actually. So, have a good night, everybody. It's been fun. Cool, he de-aggroed. Awesome, okay. Yeah, we'll pick this up tomorrow. I think we'll stream tomorrow, and then there'll be no stream Saturday. So, have a good night, everybody. It's been 3 hours. I gotta go get dinner ready and stuff like that. I gotta, you know, take care of business, so... Have a good night. Thanks for watching.